By the orders of the High Lords of Terra, I, Inquisitor Caligari of the Order Hereticus, has a mandate to open a new Vox channel.
What in the Emperor's name is going on?
There's been a terror attack, sir. Heretic forces have been sighted in the sector.
It's an invasion. To arms, men! May the Emperor have mercy on us!
There's been a terrorist attack at Manufactorum 378. Casualties are estimated to be in the thousands. Worse still, there's reports coming in of heretic Astartes arriving by planetfall. Leading the warband to capture the Manufactorum is the Black Legion warlord, Drygoff. There's civil unrest in the sector, which the Chaos forces are taking advantage of. The guardsmen are ordered by the planetary governor, Courtesan, to hold the strategic sector at all costs. Okay, it's time to calculate the flags as the invasion has commenced. So, to symbolise the battle, we have the Sorcerer against the forces of the Lieutenant Colonel. So, Matt has, for his Chaos forces, to start off with the whole entire campaign. Now, to start with every game, we have a flag each. So, I have my first flag, he has his flag, and he has 6 flags, and another 6 flags with buildings occupied. These flags here he can consolidate, moving his forces onto other sectors that are not occupied. So Matt is going to deploy his flag. Okay, Matt has placed his first flag. Oh, where's that going? That is near Hades prison. Okay, near Athena training ground 1 and 3. Oh, they're popping up these heretic Astartes. Okay, next flag. Oh, that's near the Tartarus Bane facility. So it looks like invasion there is imminent. Okay, next up. Oh, no, the Hive City could be invaded. Okay, where else? Oh, 2 clicks away from the Hive City and also Spaceport Hermes. Okay, where else now, Mr. Hood? Oh, near the other Manufactorum. One is going there. Another flag. I think that's the last of the consolidating flags. Now he's just got to put his strategic buildings. Looks like another flag and strategic building. He's placed the command bastion near Athenian training ground number 3. And command bastion is going near the shield generator. And Hades prison is a power station held by the heretic forces. Alright, another flag and strategic building. The power station's going there near Athena training ground number 2. Manufactorum, first one, is going near the swamp, and that is near Spaceport Helios and the Cathedral of the Emperor. Strategic building to be placed 2 clicks away there from the Hades prison. So the way we've worked this is that the attacker always goes first. So it's the defender now. I get to place my free flag, and I reckon we need reinforcements near the Hive City, so I'm gonna put my flag just there. Right, this is the detachment that has been sent by the commanders. They've been ordered to defend the Manufactorum. It looks like a platoon and some special weapons squads and some tanks that are in support. And we have the Planetary Empire's 5 command points in every mission. And we have Battleforged and Vanguard. And we also have 2 fortification detachments. This army is power level 84 for this force here. So leading the detachment is the Lieutenant Colonel, and his warlord trait is Implacable Determination for him. Second in command is the platoon commander. He has got a power sword and plasma pistol, and the commander himself, the warlord, he's got a bolt pistol. Everything is all WYSIWYG as the channel rules. And we have a Tech Priest Engineer, and we have a platoon commander with Regimental Standard, Voxcaster, Medipack, and a Flamer. We have 3 squads of infantry. Each squad is equipped with a Voxcaster and a grenade launcher. And then keeping with the narrative, we have a Lord Commissar. He has a bodyguard of Ogrins. He is a Bonehead. And we have 3 special weapons teams. And 3 of these guys have got the demo charges. And these guys here have got plasma guns. And keeping to the narrative, because Cadian's preferred special weapon is the grenade launcher. So we have a special weapons squad of grenade launchers. And then we have a dedicated transport. We have a Chimera escorting the command retinue. And we have the Leon Russ Demolisher equipped with the las cannons and sponson heavy bolters. And we have the Eradicator Nova Cannon, Leon Russ Eradicator, equipped with sponson heavy bolters and las cannons. And then Chimera also, I forgot to mention, has got a hull mounted heavy flamer, multi-laser and dozer blade. We actually do have a relic for one of the commanders. It is actually the Lieutenant Colonel. He has got it. He has the Relic of Lost Cadia. And knowing that chaos invading, it is perfectly fluffy for the purposes of the scenario. So we've based our formations from a narrative perspective. This is no way competitive force, but we just like to do it because it's fun and purpose of the channel. So that is the forces of the Cadians that will defend the Manufactorum. And now what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the Chaos forces. Right, this is power level 74 for this Chaos warband. And Matt now is going to tell us what he's got.
Right, first of all, this is my Warlord.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Sorcerer in Chaos Armour.
Yep.
He has a combi bolter and is replaced with Pulse Cleaver as my relic.
Oh, nice.
So it's Nurgle. He's Mark of Nurgle.
Mm-hmm.
Hatred incarnated. So I have +1 to my attacks.
Yep. Nice.
I also have another Nurgle Sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
Forge World.
Forge World, yeah, I recognise him. Nice.
So basically these all spawn the Nurgles.
Mm-hmm.
It's all Nurgle themed.
Yep.
These, moving on to my elites, these are my Plague Marines.
Mm-hmm.
Always Wig, Plasma,
Yep.
Bolt Guns, Icon Despair, and he's got Power Fist with the blade as well.
Yeah. I've noticed the plasma gun is the demonic red colour. So
Of
keeping
course
to
it
the
is.
narrative,
Of course it
yeah.
It's my designated transport.
Yep.
So I've got Rhino, again, Always Wig, Rhino, Havoc, Combi Bolter,
Yep.
with Khorne.
Oh, cool.
These are the Hounds of Abaddon.
Yep.
Warband, so the fluff wise this is what happens.
Yep.
So you've got Multi-Melter, Flamer, and again you've got Archon of Wrath.
Nice.
So Markov Khorne. My Obliterators,
Yep.
they are Markov Slash to give them the Endless Cacophony stratagem. And my Nurgle bikes, all cooked with combi bolters, so I can get the speed up, get the hit runs, tactics in. This is my first time with Possessed, which you painted this yesterday. So as you see, Markov, so you've got Emperor's Children, so
Yeah.
Markov Slash,
Slanesh, yeah.
given the Black Legion symbol.
Yeah.
And moving on to my Cultists. Many Cultists.
The brainwashed people.
Again, so you've got a mixture of bolt guns,
Stubbers, auto guns, and that kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah. And then it looks like you've got a unit spawn here.
So I've got 2 spawns,
Yeah.
just for some distraction.
Yeah.
Very useful, I found. But again, all fluff wise, spawns are just anything and everything.
Yeah.
And again, my masterpiece, all wall themed with Lastric tendrils. Just make out the points, just sort of
Yeah.
make it look fun.
Now for Black Legion, what is your Legion trait?
I have +1 to leadership and any rapid turn into assault if I advance.
Nice, nice. That's another thing I forgot to mention about the Cadians as well. They have the Born Soldiers special rule, which means if they stay still, they get to reroll 1s to hit in the shooting phase. Now in the campaign rules, the relics are quite rare. So we had to roll 3 dice, and any roll of a 6, you get an additional relic, and if you get 3 6s, which is incredibly rare, you get 3. You have the choice of having 3 relics. but then you have to spend command points on top of that as well to gain extra relics. But Matt has rolled a 6, so he gets an extra relic. And who has got this extra relic?
The Lord again. And he's got Eye of the Night.
Eye of the Night.
Is, if I roll a 2, I can cause D3 mortal wounds on a vehicle.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Well, not very nice. It's very abominable.
Slow man.
So for command points, he is a planetary attacker, so he gets 5 free command points, like in every mission, and also his army is battle forged. So that is Matt Hood's 74 power level Chaos Warband. Right, we just looked at the armies and the overview map. All the flags you can see there, with the Chaos with the red flags and the Imperials with the black flags. And that's the way Caradan looks like at this current time. As the campaign progresses, it may change, or it may be the same, depending on the storyline. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go straight to the battlefield. And may the Emperor protect Caradan. Returning back to the Manufactorum, that is in trouble. Wrecked Leman Russes scattered everywhere, casualties in the thousands, and you can see here there's smoke billowing all across the battlefield, well, particularly in this sector here. So I've mentioned fortifications, and I'll tell you which fortifications are active. The Icarus autocannon. We have these Aegis defense lines. We have the Icarus las cannon here, and we have more Aegis defense lines and painted just in time. I managed to get one of these done, which is the Imperial Bastion. The rules for this are there's 20 wounds, toughness 9, 3+ save, 10 occupants can fire. So that means he has to destroy the bastion in order to kill the infantry that are occupied inside, which may prove very handy. So that's one of the advantages we will have. Okay, one of the advantages for the Chaos Forces, they will have the narrative special rule called Sustained Assault. Now, Sustained Assault means when a unit is destroyed, or if he wants to take off a unit and replace that current unit, I'll roll with 2+ at the end of the movement phase for troops, like Cultists and regular Space Marines. They come on back again at the edge of their deployment zone. And for other units that are not troops, they come on a 4+. So it just represents the never-ending wave of the invasion force that's going to try and destroy this Manufactorum. And also, it is a dawn raid. That means it's night fighting. So basically how that works is going to be -1 to hit in the shooting phase. There's another twist as well in the dawn raid. Instead of lasting for one battle round, we're going to do it on a dice roll. So on a 2+, on the next battle round, the dawn raid special rule is still triggered, and then for every battle round up, it goes up to a 3+, then 4+, 5+, and becomes normal shooting again. For the purposes of deployment, the Chaos Forces will have a 12-inch deployment all along here, and the Cadian Forces will be deployed behind 24 inches behind the Aegis defense lines. So as we know that the Cadian Forces will be deployed 24 inches, however, there are no Chaos Forces present on Battle Round 1. So we have to deploy all our forces on in this sector here. So we got to think, where could the Chaos Forces attack? So we're trying to anticipate that. But the advantage for the attacker is he gets to choose where the hammer blows. Okay, the forces of the Astra Militarum 18th Cadian Regiment have deployed. We have special weapons teams, a demo team here, a regular squad, platoon commander, We have a Lehman Russ Demolisher behind the Aegis defense line. We have a Tech Priest Engine Seer just over there. And we have another full 10-man squad here. And then we have another full 10-man squad manning the Aegis defense line. We have the Lord Commissar to keep the discipline up for the troops manning the lines and executing those who retreat. And then his loyal bodyguard of Ogrins. And then we have the Imperial Bastion manned by the special weapons teams with the grenade launchers, the company commander with the regimental standard, and we have the command retinue, the medic, boxcaster, and the flamer. And then his dedicated transport is the Chimera, which is tucked near the bastion in case the bastion falls. And then we have a special weapons team manning the Icarus autocannon with the plasma guns behind the sandbags. So that is the forces deployed. And another thing we've got to mention as well, another Lehman Russ tank, the Eradicator, is behind there, behind the Ogrins. The Chaos Forces have yet to deploy, so in this scenario it looks like the Chaos Forces will go first, so we can't seize the initiative. So that is deployment for the Astra Militarum. Chaos Forces will go first, we can't steal the initiative, so we're going to commence battle round number 1. Right, the first battle round has begun. Matt is now thinking where to attack. The commencement has begun. That means he will get to shoot first. So he comes on from his deployment edge of the movement. Chaos Forces, this is scary stuff. The Imperial Guard must hold the front line. The Commissar is encouraging the men to stand fast, remember the lost brothers of Cadia, to die honourably in the name of the Emperor against such adversaries. Alright, both sides have deployed. Imperial forces have deployed first, and it is now the Chaos Forces' turn to react. So it looks like a unit of cultists have decided to take the fight to the enemy against this squad's here. Spawn are over here as well. And who's that character over there?
Noble Sorcerer.
Noble Sorcerer, okay. And then it looks like we've got the Plague Marines. They don't care about the cover, they're just going down the road because they are disgustingly resilient. And then we have the Chosen Chaos Wargaming. Hounds of Abaddon. Yeah, inside the Rhino. So the Rhino's coming down. And then we have the infantry here manning the barricades with the Lehman Russ in support. We've got the Mauler Fiend, Chaos Spikes, and the Possessed over there. And then also for us we've got a Lehman Russ Eradicator, and then we have in support we have the Ogrins with the Bonehead, and then the Lord Commissar himself. Special weapons team manning the barricades here and operating the Icarus autocannon, which is active. And we have a Chimera with the hull mounted heavy flamer and dozer blade And in case this bastion falls, we have a transport to get out quickly and evacuate the area if the battle appears to be pear-shaped. So we have special weapons teams in here, inside the Marne Bastion, and the Warlord himself. Okay, it's the end of the movement phase for Chaos Forces on their turn 1. Looks like the Cultists have advanced out of the tank traps and have decided to get into rapid fire range against the Cadians that are manning the barricades, the Aegis defence lines. Looks like the Spawn have they advanced?
No, that's just
They just did their regular movement. What's their movement? 7 inches, so pretty fast, and it looks as though they're going to charge into this unit here. The Plague Marines with the Warlord have relentlessly advanced along the road, and it looks like the Rhino has stood still here and have dropped off the chosen Hounds of Abaddon. And then you've got the Sorcerer here. Has he moved?
no, but move it. Summoning.
Oh no. Knowing open war, you've got to keep it to the narrative, so we are in trouble already when it comes to the deployment. So you've got a Mauler Fiend here, looks as though it's already in charge range. Well, it doesn't look as though, it's obvious that he's in charge range. He's trying to soften these up, I reckon, and try and get to the tank. And then we've got the possessed Chaos Marines here, and it looks like they're going to try and slaughter those guardsmen.
They advanced additional 3 inches.
Oh, okay, so they can't charge. Okay, so they can't charge, but these bikes have moved 14 inches, knowing bikes, and it looks like they're going to do rapid fire. Did you advance with them? You didn't advance with them, no. But even though your Chaos Legion's trait, you can fire rapid fire weapons at their assault. Nice. So that's flexible actually for the Chaos Forces. So the Cadians must hold the line at all costs, and they're going to brace themselves as we go into the psychic phase. Okay, just as a correction, Matt wants to summon some demons at the end of the movement phase. It's not the psychic phase yet. So, what's this you're doing? Oh, that's not good. Okay, we just consulted in the rulebook. If you get triples for summoning, it's D3 mortal wounds, but he rolled a double 6, which is only a single mortal wound on the psychic. But he has successfully summoned some more noble demons. Okay, it cost him a mortal wound, but he did successfully cast, not cast as such, summon more noble demons more than his power level, which is good for him. So that's the end of the movement phase, and now we go on to Chaos Psychic phase. Okay, we're at the Psychic phase now, and Matt is going to do some Psychic powers with his Chaos Sorcerer.
Yep.
And what are you going to cast?
I'm going to cast Pestilence onto this unit here.
Mm-hmm.
Gives me +1 to hit rolls.
Okay, cool. So instead of 4s, they'll be needing 3s to hit. Did you advance as well?
Nope.
Nope, so there'll be 3s to hit. Clever.
So it'll be cast on 7.
Yep. No, it fails. Do you want to spend a command point?
Nope.
No? Okay, so that does not go off. Okay, the next psychic power, he's going to do Infernal Gaze against this 10-man squad here. And what is the warp charge?
On the 5.
5. Okay, that goes off an 8. Yep, and what does this do?
So, I roll 3 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Target suffers 1 mortal wound on a 4+.
Okay. Okay, so that takes a mortal wound. So one of those guardsmen goes down. Okay, the Warlord, the Psyker, he's going to cast Miasma Pestilence, granting the benefit for the Plague Marines. And what is the warp charge?
Casting a 6.
6. So he uses 6 or more, and he does an 8 again. So it's -1 to hit rolls.
Yep.
Okay, the last psychic power, he's going to cast Smite against this 10-man squad here. Warp charge 5. And that goes off on a 5. That's D3 mortal wounds. And, 3 of them have brought down. So I'm going to take off him, and another guardsman there. So 3 have been brought down from this squad. Okay, that's the end of the psychic phase. Some damage has been dealt with. A few failures for some of the psychic powers. But overall it's been pretty good for the Chaos Forces. And now we're going to go on to the Chaos Forces shooting phase, turn 1. Okay, we're just about to start the shooting phase. And Matt has got a trick up his sleeve. And what is this called? And what does it do?
Eye of the Knight.
Eye of the Knight. And who is doing this power?
This.
Ah, the Warlord himself. Okay. And what does he do? That do?
So it's once use only.
One use only.
Battle. So select a visible enemy unit and the vehicle unit.
Okay.
Which will be this one here.
Oh. Yep.
So on there, 2+.
Yep.
It suffers D3
D3
mortal wounds. So we get 2+ first.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that's
okay.
it. And D3 mortal wounds.
Okay. Ouch. So that's down to 9 wounds. This Eradicator has taken some damage. Okay. This Chaos unit here is going to shoot at this Cadian squad here. And we're going to spend a stratagem, take cover. So we're going to take cover, which means we get +1 to our saving throws. Right. Normally we'd be hitting on 3s, however, hitting on 4s because it's Dawn Raid. So 4s to hit for the purposes of the scenario. 4s to hit. Looks like it's 3 hits and needing strength 4, 3s to wound. Normally it's a 4+ save as we're in 2 inches of the Aegis defense line, but we spent a stratagem to take cover, 3s to save. So we lose a guardsman. Okay, a melter's coming in hot, needing a 4 to hit. He hits and it's 2s to obliterate. Yes. So another guardsman goes down. Okay. D6 shots with a flamer. 2 shots, these are auto hits, and strength 4, needing 3s to wound. No, failed to wound. Okay, the bikes have decided to shoot at the demos 6-man squad, and they need 4s to hit because of the Dawn Raid. Nice action. So 4s to hit, and needing 3s to wound. So that is 3 saves. Now, do we spend a stratagem to take cover as it is open war? We'll be down. We need to have as much survivability as possible. I think we're going to take cover. So that's what we're going to do. So 3 saves of 3+. Yes, it pays off. We only lose 1 guardsman. Okay. Plague Marines. He's going to fire his plasma gun, rapid firing, into this squad here. Okay, so -1 to hit. Are you supercharging?
No.
No, there's no point, I don't think. So needing a 4 to hit. Good job he didn't supercharge. Okay, 5 bolt gun shots in rapid fire range, shooting at this 10-man squad, needing 4s to hit. I didn't catch it on camera, but that's 5 wounds. I've got a snake, so now. These guys, did I spend a stratagem for this to take cover? I didn't. I'm not going to spend a stratagem this time, so it looks like I've got to do 5 saves. And 3 go down. So I'm going to take off those 3 and another. So that's not good. That's 6 casualties for them. Cultists, it looks like they're all going to shoot at this 10-man squad here. Well, one's taken a casualty. Okay, the cultist unit here is going to fire everything into this squad here. He's going to start off with the heavy stubbers. Now it needs a 5 to hit normally because he moved, but it's not. It's Dawn Raid, so it's an extra -1. So needing 6s to hit. And he's got a hit, and it is a wound. And do we take cover? Yeah, we're going to take cover for another stratagem. So we're burning our stratagems. As it's open war, we are allowed to do that. So 3+ save. And we saved. Alright, the cultists are firing their auto guns at the same unit. That's 24 shots, needing 5s to hit because the knife fighting special rule has been triggered. Still, 5s to hit. There's only a few hits there. This Storm Raid is paying off slightly for the purposes of shooting, which may save us a little bit. So needing force to wound. So that's 3 saves, and we did spend the stratagem to take cover. That's still triggered to the end of the phase. So needing 3s to save, which we save. Okay, the Rhino is firing Storm Bolter against this squad here, and we've got the Havoc Launcher firing into the Eradicator. Bolt gun first, needing 4s. And that's 6 shots against the Leon Russ with the Havoc Launcher. 6 shots. 6 shots, needing 4s to hit. Strength 5, Toughness 8, needing 5s to wound. 1 wound. 3+ save. No, we take a wound. Okay, that's the end of the shooting phase on turn 1 for the Chaos Forces. Some casualties have been taken, especially this squad here. The night fighting special rule has actually saved us a little bit, and the stratagem to take cover as well. As it is open war, you can play multiple stratagems. So we're going to go on to the charging phase for Chaos Forces. Okay, this Chaos Nurgle Demon squad is going to charge into this squad here. So we're going to fire Fragmentation for Overwatch for the grenade launcher. That's 2 shots, needing 6s. Nope. 13 lasgun shots, needing 6s. So yep, these are toughness 4, so it'd be 5s, and that is 2 5s. So that's you've got to do a demon save of 5+ in bump. Okay. No, 1 fails and disgustingly resilient. Of a 5+. No, so 1 goes down. And your charge distance. You need a 9. No, that's a 3, that's a failed charge. I'm going to charge into the 10-man squad that has been weakened. So we're going to fire a crack shot with the grenade launcher, which misses. And we've got, I think we've got 5 other shots with the las guns, needing 6s. 1 hit, no wound. So your charge distance is, what do you need? Looks like you need a 6 because you get an extra entry 3. And no, not getting his charges. And you're going to spend command point to make the charge? Yep. Okay, he's going to spend his first command point to re-roll the 1. So yeah, so we get. No, doesn't make it, even though you spend a command point. So that is a failed charge again. This Chaos squad is going to charge against this 10-man squad. So D6 shots with the Fragmentation grenade. 6 shots. 6s to hit. 1 hit. And no wound. As just kindly pointed out, I did get another 6 to hit. So I need a 5 to wound. And that is a wound. So you've got to make a save of power armor, which is 3+, which he makes. And then we've got another Fragmentation grenade within 6 inches. Only 1 shot, missed. And then the las guns needing 6s, so there's 3 of them. You rapid fire, miss. And your charge distance is a 7. That would make it. Okay, Aegis defense lines have a unique special rule. It's called defensive line. The enemy has to be on the opposite side of the Aegis defense line and 2 inches of each other of units that can still fight, but he can't obviously go over the Aegis defense line unless it is being breached. Okay, the Mauler Fiend is going to charge at this infantry squad here. Can't reach the tank because the infantry have formed a screen. Okay, they can't overwatch because they're already in contact with the enemy. So the Mauler Fiend's charge distance, I think it is quite low. Says, that's fine. So he goes to there. Okay, Overwatch for the demo squad. And I think we're going to die, I reckon. So we're going to lob some demo charges. Now these are... is it overkill? Needing 6s. No, why not? Put them to good use. So it's 3d6 shots with a 1 use only because they're demo charges. So that is 8 shots. 8 shots needing 6s. 1 hit. And your toughness 5, so strength 8. That's a wound. That's AP minus 3. So you got a 6+ save. Oh, typical. That would have been D3 damage, and all my demo charges have gone. Got a fragmentation grenade. 3 shots, needing 6s. Missed. And looks like there's only one guardsman left because the other one's is removed from play. Needing 6s. No. And your charge distance, well, you're in. So, yeah, that's fine. So he's going to make a charge. Okay, that is the end of the charge phase. The Chaos forces have begun their attack officially. The Imperial Guard must hold this front line as we go into the... Okay, the Maul of Fiend is going to commence the attack against this 10-man squad here. And what's his special ability? Demon Forged?
Demon Forged, so I can reroll hit and wound to wound.
Overkill. They're just guardsmen. 4 points a model.
It's chum.
So you need 4s to hit because the night fighting only commences in the shooting phase.
I've got 4 attack space and plus 6 for the rest of the
Yeah, nice. Close combat killer. So 4s to hit. No, that's a good set of hits there. And it's probably going to be 2s. Oh, rerolling to hit because of Demon Forged. Nice. And 2s to kill. And rerolling to wound. So reroll that 1. Okay, rerolling to wound. And that is 8 dead. I've made a bit of a blunder for the platoon command. I didn't do an heroic intervention. I was within 3 inches. But it's the fog of war. So mistakes do happen in the front line. Okay, bikes now. They're going to commence their attack against this demo squad. We're not going to spend 2 CPs because they're just guardsmen. So needing 3s to hit. And you need 3s to wound. So that is 4 saves of 5 plus flak armor. 3 go down, so we may as well take off the demo guys. That's it. And any other attacks?
No.
Nope, so I may as well do my 2 attacks. Welcome to Caradan! 1 hit. That is a wound, yes. And you failed your save, so you've taken a wound. Okay, that is the end of the turn for the Chaos Forces. And we're going to go sort out morale. This squad here, they're going to be fine. Leadership 7, they're fine. This squad here, I need a 1. And it's 4, so that is 3. I've been brought down. Squad here for morale, they hold, they're fine, they're all a 5. There's a further -1 for the Icon of Despair, one of the relics that he has, but even though I rolled a 1, it's still okay.
It's a chaos icon.
It's a chaos icon. Oh, okay, that's fine. Over here, Nurgling has taken a damage from Overwatch, so I'll roll the dice. They're good. Okay, that's the end of the turn, but I'm just going to let Matt do a compiling move for this squad here that has wiped out this squad. Well, they didn't have to clean the blood off their blades because it was the Maul thing that did all the damage.
It off.
So, are you going to consolidate into the platoon commander?
Yes.
That means I will get to attack you if you do that, and so will the tank. Matt has made some decisions. This squad here is going to go into this squad here, this platoon commander, and the Maul Fiend is going to go into the tank. The tank gets 3 attacks. He doesn't get to attack, but I do, because he's piloting him. Needing 6s. Ha! And see what we get. 4. Okay, Lehman Rush's strength 7, and the Maul Fiend is toughness 7, so that is a wound, and you've got to make a saving throw.
3+.
Nice save. Okay, platoon commander, his weapon skill 3+. He's got 3 attacks, needing 3s. So that's 2 hits. And Strength User. So he's 5s to wound, but he's got a power sword. So it's needing 5s to wound. 1 saving throw of 80 minus 3. Need a 6+ save. And he heroically brings down a Chaos Heretic. Okay, that's the turn commenced for the Chaos Forces. And now we're going to go on to turn 1 for the Imperial Forces. Just a correction in the rules, actually. A Lord Commissar is present and is within 6 of this unit. And we went back on video footage and I rolled a 4. So actually we only lose 1 casualty. And one of them's just run away. Okay, end of the movement phase, turn 1 for the Astra Militarum. Decided that the Liam Russ here is going to pull back out of close combat. Here's that Mauler Fiend. I've activated Smoke as well. It's normally done in the shooting phase, but just to speed the game up, I've activated it in the movement phase, the end of the movement phase for these guys. This squad here, only 2 guardsmen remaining, decided to pull back against the Chaos Bikes. The platoon commander has heroically stood still because he may issue an order to himself, fix bayonets, which means he gets to attack again. And furthermore, he's actually got a plasma pistol as well, which may prove very handy. So some heroic defense here on this side, despite the fact that it looks like this flank here is going to be overrun. The Nurglings, the Plague Marines have relentlessly still moved forward there, like in the last turn. We have the Sergeant here, who's manning this weapon here. They decided not to move, despite the fact they're out of coherency, and they are going to shoot at any target, like over here, for example. It has to normally it'll be fire at the closest unit, but there's a unit that is manning that weapon, so he gets to choose, which may prove very handy. And we've got Ogrins here, decide to move them forward, and then may fire their Ripper guns into the swarm. There's spawn, isn't it? Spawn, yeah, spawn. And we have a unit of guardsmen here, decided to stay still, so they get their reroll 1s to hit. I may activate the relic of Lost Cadia from the Warlord. So they decide to stay still, as well as the Chimera, and I've decided to keep these guys still as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go straight on to the shooting phase, as we don't have any psychers. Another thing as well, it is a habit of us. We forgot to do Death to the False Emperor, so what we're going to do is going to try and remember to do that for the purposes of close combat in future. Okay, it's shooting phase. I've got to issue some orders and activating relics. So I may do Relic of Lost Cadia will be activated for the company commander. I'm going to activate it. So any unit that is within 12 inches of the commander gets reroll 1s to hit and to wound. However, you are Heretic Astartes, you are Chaos. That means we get rerolls to hit and to wound. So it's a very powerful ability for the Cadians. Okay, I'm going to do first rank fire, second rank fire for the special weapons team. Actually, I may do first rank fire, second rank fire for this squad as well, because he can issue 2 orders. Platoon commander, he's going to issue the order fix bayonets to himself, and do I want to spend a command point to issue an additional order? No, it'd be a waste of CPs in my opinion. So those are the orders for, okay, the relic has been activated, the orders have been issued. This squad here is going to do first rank fire, second rank fire into the difficult choice. I think I'm going to have to go into the Cultists. So there's 28 shots because of the order, first rank fire, second rank fire, needing 4s to hit. And would you believe it, I get rerolls to hit because of the relic. It's actually a further -1 to hit because of the Dawn Raid special rule that's still triggered, so there's actually 5s to hit, so these are the rerolls. 14 hits, needing 4s to wound. And re-rolling to wound because of the Relic of Loscadia, and it's against Chaos Space Marines and Chaos Forces. So that there is 9 saves. Okay, 9 saves against the Cultists, needing 6s. You save 1, so 8 go down. Okay, grenade launcher, d6 shots, 3 shots, needing 5s. Rerolling to hit because of Relic, nope. And it's strength 3, toughness 3, force to wound, and rerolling to wound because of the Relic. 2 saves of 6+. And he gets Snake Eyes. Next target, Chimera. Going to fire its multi-laser in range against the Spawn. Needing 5s to hit. 1 hit. Oh, rerolling to hit because we're in 12 of the Relic. So only 1 hit. And 2 is a wound. No, 2 is a failure. I reroll to wound because of the Relic. And that is a wound. Strength 6, toughness 5. So AP 0. So you got a 5-up save. Yeah, 5-up save for the Spawn. And he gets a 2. So Spawn's taking a wound. Okay. Special weapons team is going to shoot into the Nurglings. So I'm going to fire Plague Bearers. Sorry, Plague Bearers needing. I'm going to fire fragmentation. So this is how many shots I'll get. So it's grenade launchers, 3 grenade launchers, and we get 8 shots. 8 shots, needing 5s because of the mission. Dawn Raid, rerolling to hit because that is a hit. Of the Dawn Raid. Oh, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Strength 3, toughness 4, so 5s. And rerolling to wound because of the Relic. Whoa! That is 6 saves of invuns of 5+. And 3 saves, and you got disgustingly resilient as well, so 1 damage. Okay, after all that, only 1 goes down. And then I'm going to do first rank fire, second rank fire, long range with the las guns against the Plague Bearers. Plague Bearers needing 5s. Rerolling to hit because of the Relic. So that is 4 hits. And toughness 4, so that's only 1 wound, rerolling to wound because of the Relic, only 1 save of 5-up demon save. Failed, and disgustingly resilient, no, another one goes down. Company command squad, 2 las guns at long range within 24 inches can see this cultist squad, needing 4s to hit because they're ballistic skill 3+, and rerolling to hit because of the Relic, so that's 1 hit. And that is a wound. And you got a 6+ save. You fail. The Bastion, as it is manned, I can select a target of anyone that's in range or that is line of sight. So I'm going to shoot at the Plague Bearers. -1 to hit. Automated systems. Would you believe I need 6s to hit? And it doesn't have the Cadian keyword or regimental keyword, so there's only 2 hits and freeze to wound, strength 5. AP -1, but you got 2 5-up demon saves. HQ make 1 and disgustingly resilient. Doesn't, so another one goes down. Icarus autocannon is going to shoot at the Plague Bearers, needing 6s to hit. So that is only 1 hit and 1 wound. 1 save. No, and disgustingly resilient. It's only 1 damage, and he saved it with disgustingly resilient. Okay, the Leman Russ Eradicator, I've decided, is going to shoot at the Morphine in support of this Leman Russ. So I'm going to fire its primary weapon. So that's 2d6 shots because of grinding advanced special rule, and that is 11 shots. That is 11 shots, -1 to hit because of Dawn Raid, needing 5s to hit. Rerolling 1s because of the Born Soldier's special ability. So that there is 4 hits, Strength 6, Toughness 7 though. 5s to wound. And there's only one wound. It's AP minus 2. So he's got a 5+ demon save or 5 up armor save. No, and it's D3 points of damage. And that's only 1. Command point, reroll. No, we're not going to do that. So there's only 1. Las Cannon coming in hot. Hits. Strength 9, 3s to wound. That is a wound. AP minus 3, but your demon force is 5 up in one. Which saves.
Save! Save!
Not good. We needed that damage. Icarus Las Cannon, this one here, is being manned by this brave guardsman, needing a 6 to hit because of the -1 for Dawn Raid still. For the Emperor! Oh, I get a 6! 3s to wound. 3 is a wound. AP minus 3, 5 up demon save. Don't do it again. No, it's D6 points of damage. And we roll a 5. I'm going to keep that. So that is 5 wounds. This Icarus Las Cannon is going to go point blank range shoot at that Flamer man. Because no one's manning the defensive turrets, needing a 6 to hit. And that's a miss. Quad autocannon is going to shoot at the closest target because no one's manning it, needing 6s to hit. And that's a miss. My mistake is actually heavy 8, so we get another 4 shots. And that's 1 hit, and 3s to wound. No, that's a failure. Okay, this platoon commander is going to fight again, even though it's the shooting phase, because of the fixed bayonet special rule. So he's going to do his attacks now, interrupting the shooting phase, needing 3s to hit. 2 hits, 5s to wound, and that's no wounds. And then he's got a plasma pistol, because it's a pistol he can shoot in close combat, needing a 3+. And he hits. I didn't declare a supercharge, so needing 3s to wound. And that is a wound, AP minus 3, needing a 6+ save. Which one goes down? Rewinding a little bit, I'd had to do another 4 shots with the Icarus auto cannon, needing 6s. That's 1 hit. And no wound. Strength 7, toughness 4. So the toughness is helping out. Heavy bolters from the lean rust I didn't do, so Matt's kindly allowed me to do that. Going to target the spawn, needing 5s. That is missed. So they've all missed because of the Dawn Raid special rule. Lord Commissar is going to fire his bolt pistol into the spawn, needing a 4 to hit. That's a miss.
Oh, hit.
Actually, it would have been a 3+ to hit because weapon skill and ballistic skill 2+, but I rolled a dreaded 1, so it didn't make a difference. Ogres firing their ripper guns into the spawn, needing 5s because of the roll. Got a few hits. Strength 5 for the ripper gun, and that's 2 wounds. You've got to make 2 saves of 5+. No, so looks like Spawn's taken some wounds. Okay, it's the end of the shooting phase. There's no more shooting left. And I didn't fire all the units because some of the units are obviously out of range. So we're going to go straight into the combat phase. I'm going to pick a close combat, which is this platoon commander here. His weapon skill 3+, leading 3s. For the Emperor, 3 hits. That's more like it. 5s to wound for the Emperor. 1 wound, 1 AP minus 3 save. And he dies. One of them Chaos Marines has been brought down. Matt has very kindly reminded me about this Tech Priest engine seer. So he's going to charge into the bikes. So Matt does Overwatch, needing 6s. We can reroll that too, that was a drop die. So 6s to hit, and toughness 3. Needing 3s to wound. 2 saves, and I've got 3+ save because we're a Tech Priest Engine Seer, which we pass. And our charge distance is a 3. We'll make it anyway. It goes into there. Okay, I'm not going to use the servo arm on the Tech Priest Engine Seer. I'm going to use the Omniscient Axe, needing 4s to hit. There's no modifiers. And that's a bit of a blunder I've missed. Okay, Matt's going to do the bikes first to attack again. Needing 3s to hit. That's a nice lot of 3s. And strength 4, toughness 3. Needing 3s. That's only 2 wounds. 3 plus save, which we make. Power sword from the sergeant against the platoon commander. Needing 3s. Only 1 hit. Strength 3. And any roll to wound will go straight for the armour. No, he fails to wound. And then the chainsword attacks. Needing 3s. And 3s to wound. Oh, did you roll any 6s? Death to the false emperor. We'll check. Just went back on the camera and he did roll an extra 6, but he failed to hit anyway. So we're going to go on to this combat here with the chainswords. So you need 3s to hit, and any 6s are additional attacks. We remembered. I just wasn't. Death to the false emperor. So 3s to hit. 6s are additional attacks. No additional attacks, but 3s to hit. That's pretty good. And needing 3s to wound. Platoon commander could survive. I think. He's going to survive because he hasn't taken a wound. So he's got flak armor save of 5+. No, he's on his last wound. So 1 wound remaining for platoon commander. Okay, that is the end of the turn for the Astra Militarum. And morale has yet to be resolved. So cultists have taken 10 casualties. So all D6. And 3. So what's their leadership?
Leadership is
I think they're going to run away.
7.
7. So how many run away? It looks like 6 run away. Bye-bye. They're gone. You can choose to bring another wave on for the scenario special roll.
On a 2+.
Sustained attack special roll. And noble demons. Their leadership is... interesting.
8.
8. So don't roll a 6. They're fine. So that's morale resolved on the Astra Militarum turn 1. And now we're going to go on to battle round turn 2 for the Chaos Forces. Okay, we're on to next battle round. So, beginning of the second battle round, on a 2+, the night fighting rules do commence still. Yep, they still commence. The next time it'll be on a 3+, the next battle round. Right, it's the end of the movement phase for the Chaos Forces on turn 2. Morphine has moved around the infantry, the possessed. We're saying that bikes can't go through walls, the Morphine can. So the bikes had to divert and go the opposite way, and it actually can't go through the tank traps as well. So you could go through, we could go through that gap. So we're playing it like that. So they've moved forward there. The Chaos Marines are still in close combat. The Rhino, I presume, is stood still. Yep. Okay. And the Plague Marines have relentlessly moved forward again. And the Spawn has come in closer to probably do a charge against what's left of the 10-man squad and the Ogrins. So the Lord Commissar may do a heroic intervention. At the end of the movement phase, there's a unit of cultists that have been replaced from the last one. He did successfully roll a 2+ for the scenario rules, which is the sustained assault special rule for the narrative play, and the plague bearers. I was about to say plague bearers. I always get it wrong. Plague bearers have moved forward 4 inches because they're quite slow, aren't they? So that is the end of the movement phase. The Obliterators have yet to come on. So they need a 3+ for turning up at the end of the direction. Plague bearers move 5 inches instead of 4. So Matt is going to roll a 3+ to see if the Obliterators turn up. Yes, the Obliterators turn up. And where will they go? We shall find out. The Obliterators have turned up here to do an offence against this Leon Russ Eradicator. So that's the end of the movement phase, and now we're going to go on to the psychic phase on turn 2. Okay, Matt is going to cast Warp Time on the Chaos Cultists, needing 6. Which he gets on a 6 exactly, so it can count as a normal movement, even though it's the psychic phase. And there they are, moved over the barricade with the extra movement. And what's the next power? Smite! Against the guardsman. Yeah, closest enemy unit, which is the squad there. We can't deny. 5 or more. Smite. Goes off on a 9. That's D3 mortal wounds. Nothing we can do about it. And it's only one model that has been brought down. Okay, he's going to cast Smite. This psycho here, unfortunately, has to target the nearest enemy unit, which is the turret. Icarus Las Cannon turret. So, needing a 5. And he gets a 7. That's D3 mortal wounds. And that's the 3. So it's only 1 wound left on this turret. My mistake, it's actually got 3 wounds. So that turret is destroyed. Infernal Gaze, the same Psyker, into the Ogrins. And warp charge value of 5. And it goes off on an 8. And what does this do?
So 3 dice.
Yep.
And on a 4+.
4+ is mortal wounds. Okay. So that is a mortal wound on the Ogre. Okay, this Ogre in here has decided to put the wound on him, and that concludes the psychic phase. Turn 2, the Chaos, now going to go on to the shooting phase. Okay, the Obliterators, before Matt forgets, he wants to get it done now. He's going to shoot at the Leon Russ Eradicator. So we didn't activate Smoke, because it's not a tank commander, no orders can be issued to this Russ because there's no tank commanders present. Yep, this is for the strength, so it's 4. So base strength is 6.
Yep.
So that'll be strength 8. Yep, because it's D3. AP minus 3. Strength 8, AP minus 3. And damage is 3 at a time. So strength 8, AP minus 3, 3 damage at a time. And he's got stratagems on standby. So how many shots each?
4 each.
4 each. Is this narrative? This is powerful. This is very, very powerful indeed. So lots of shots. 12 shots coming in hot. Needing 4s to hit because of the mission. A few misses. Only 4 hits. That was lucky, that was. Strength 8, toughness 8, force to wound. So that's 2 wounds, AP minus 3, and each does 3 damage. And we've got 8 wounds left. It won't be enough to destroy it, but it could cripple us badly. So 6 is to save. I can't take cover for Leon Russes because they FAQ'd it. So it only applies to infantry models. So 6 is. Nope, and that's 6 damage. Nothing we can do about that. Okay, the Chaos Sorcerer here is going to shoot at the remaining 10-man guardsman, or what's left of the 10-man guardsman. He's going to shoot with his Storm Bolter, needing Combi Bolter, so needing 4s to hit because of the mission. So I need 1 hit and strength 4, needing. No, it's a failure. Okay, the Plague Marines are going to shoot at the Ogrins in support of the Chaos Spawn. So what's shooting now?
So you've got the sergeant, you're going to go into the Ogrins.
Okay, and what weapon's this?
It's a Bolter.
Bolter, okay, so needing 4s to hit. And that's a hit, and it's toughness 5, so 5s to wound. And that's not a wound. Okay, bolt guns coming in from the Plague Marines, still continuing their firepower, needing 4s. And needing 5s, toughness 5. No wounds, toughness 5 is paying off. Now the plasma gun, he is going to overcharge, needing a 4 to hit. And that is a hit. And strength 8, toughness 5, 3s to wound. And 1 is a failure. Oh dear. He's going to spend a command point to re-roll the failed wound. And roll the 2. That is still not enough, so it's a waste of command point. Okay, this Rhino here is going to shoot into the Ogrins, proving how tough they are. So first of all, it's the Stormbolter, needing Force, because it's nitrile. Missed, not in rapid fire, so it's missed again. And the Havoc Launcher, 4 shots, needing Force to hit, stood still, so still Force. 3 hits, nice. And Strength 5, Toughness 5, Force to wound. And 1 wound. We are behind the Aegis defense line, and we're not going to take cover. So needing a 4, which we get 6. Okay, Chaos Space Marine bikes are going to shoot into the Ogrins. What have the Ogrins done to you? We're just very, very tough. We're big, bulky men. Needing 4s because of the mission. And that's good shooting. And needing 5s. Because toughness 5. And that's 2 saves. And we are behind the Aegis defense line. So needing 4s. And double 4. Saved. You wondered why the dice were flicking. That was because Matt was a bit angry because he does not like Ogrins.
Ogrins.
Okay, bolt pistol shots in close combat here. Against the platoon commander, he may die. Needing 4s. Even though in close combat, still 4 to hit because it's a shooting attack. Is strength 4, toughness 3, freeze to wound. Right, that is the end of the shooting phase. The Chaos Force is on turn 2. Matt is going to spend a stratagem for the Chaos Obliterators for the Endless Cacophony, which means he gets to shoot again at the end of the shooting phase. Right, 2 of the Obliterators are going to shoot at the Chimera. The other Obliterator is going to shoot into the severely damaged Leman Russ. We've checked the wording and in the rules for the profile for the weapon. It does not change. We played it that way. I think it's probably FAQ'd, but it's still the same strength, AP, minus, and damage as the previous shooting attack. Okay, 2 Obliterators going to fire against the Chimera. So needing 4s to hit. That's 3 hits only. And strength 8, toughness 7. So a bit weaker as a tank, so I need 3s to wound. And 1 wound. You can spend a command point to reroll. No, okay. So 1 save of 6+, and I get a 3. So that's 3 damage. Okay, Chimera actually has 10 wounds. It has down to 7. Single Obliterator shooting into the severely damaged Leman Russ Eradicator, needing 4s to hit. And that's a miss. So really, you only done 3 damage with that. Is that 2 command points?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 command points spent. Not really that damaging. But he could charge into that Leman Russ and could finish it off. Okay, that is the end of the shooting phase on turn 2 for the Chaos Forces. The attack, I was quite worried about this attack here, but we got away quite lightly. I thought that Endless Cacophony could do severe damage, but we were lucky to get away with further damage. Yes, we're surviving, but we have taken a lot of casualties. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go on to the charge phase for the Chaos Forces on turn 2. Okay. Plague Bearers are going to shoot, going to Overwatch, sorry, going to charge, try and get the words right, going to charge into this 10-man squad. So the grenade launcher is going to fire frag, needing 6 shots, needing 6s. And that is a miss. And then all of these shots here, needing 6s. Nice. That's 5 hits. And toughness 4. There's another one. Oh, there's another one I can't see because there's smoke. There's smoke everywhere. Wrecked tanks, dying men, blood curdling cries. Needing 5s. Oh, 3 saves of demon save. 5 up. Save 2. Disgustingly resilient. 1 damage. And 1 goes down. Again, like in the previous turn. To Overwatch. And your charge distance, sir. is... gonna check the range. You need a... I really need a 5 easily because you get a 3 inch. So 5 inches he needs with 2 dice. And a 5 he gets, so he does make it into close combat. Actually, you would have made it on a 4 because you get +1 on the instrument, one of the banners thing, whatever it's called. Yeah, that's him. Okay, charging here, he needs I reckon he needs a 5 because he gets the extra inch, so 5 inches. He gets a 3. You're going to spend a command point. No, he's not going to spend a command point, so that's a failed charge. Chaos Possess, charging into the tech. Priest Engine Seer. He has got a las pistol, needing a 6. No, so your charge distance is a 7. So he goes not over the wall because we're manning barricades. It was a defensive line special rule, but they're there. They made the charge. And Maulafine into the Leon Russ, and we are going to spend a stratagem for defensive gunners. So the Leon Russ. Welcome to Caradan! D3 shots, because there's not more than 5 models. So it's 3 shots.
Got to roll that. It's a foul. No!
+1 to our Overwatch, needing 5s to hit. It's just like regular normal shooting phase, technically. And we miss. And we don't reroll 1s because it's only applied in the shooting phase. So las cannon now, which hits you. 3s to wound. It wounds you. AP -3, 5 up in fun. And he rolls a 5!
Oh, shame.
No! No! And then, now the heavy bolters, 5s, 3 hits, that's above average. 5s to wound, 1 wound, AP -1. And you roll a 1, so you take a wound from a heavy bolter, but not from a las cannon. How insulting. And your charge distance is 6. So he's going to make it. And it's Wobbly Bottle Syndrome, so we'll just go over there. One final charge. The Plague Marines are going to attempt to charge against the Guardsman squad. So I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to do fragmentation from the grenade launcher. So grenade launcher gets 1 shot only, which is a shame. Misses, and the las pistol, without range with a grenade, is a 6, which is a hit, would you believe? 5s to wound, and that's a failure. And I've got a... I don't think I've got anything else. No, this is part of the squad here. So your charge distance for the Plague Marines is, yeah, you need a 5. So I would have been in range with a grenade, but I declared it as a las pistol. So that is a failure again. You just rolled a 4. What is it with you, with your dice rolls? So that is the end of the charge phase.
Dice are rigged, James.
They're rigged. Are they tainted?
Yes.
Good. That's one good thing. So the power of the warp has changed the dice somehow. But anyway, we're going to go on to the close combat phase. On turn 2 for Chaos Forces. Okay, Plague Bearers are going to attack this Guardsman Shock Trooper squad, needing 4s. Only 1 hit. He does reroll failed wound rolls for being a plague weapon, so you reroll that too. And he rolls, needs a 3+, because strength 4, presuming, or is it strength 3? Do rerolls to wound because it is a plague weapon, so 3s to wound, strength 4. He rolls a 5, and an AP minus, nothing, just a plague weapon, so need a 5+ save. And reroll a 2. So another guardsman goes down. Bringing it down to 2 casualties. Okay, there's a bit of deliberation. Did I want to spend 2 command points to interrupt? Yes, I feel it is the right decision. So I'm going to spend 2 command points to interrupt the attacking flow. So so it's 2 attacks needing 4s to hit because the Omnisign Axe is 2 damage a time, AP minus 2. So it's well worth it. 1 hit, strength 5, toughness 4. Yeah, so 3s to wound. And that's a failure. I'm not going to spend another command point, so it's a waste of CPs. That brings the Imperial Guard Astra Militarum to only 2 command points remaining in this battle. Okay, possessed Chaos Marines. They have D3 attacks each model. So we'll start off with this model here. So D3, that's 1 attack. So 1, and this one here, 1. That's good. And next one, that's a 1 again. That was a 1 as well. And this one here is a 3, the big 3. That's good for Force of Chaos, and another 3. So that brings the total to 9 attacks against this poor Tech Priest engines here. Okay, 9 attacks needing 3s to hit. That's very good actually, good dice rolling. And strength 5, toughness 3, so it's 5 to wound. We almost forgot. Death to the False Emperor, so that's 5 additional attacks. Okay, I think this engine here is in a bit of trouble. So needing 5s. 12 hits, needing 3 to wound, strength 5, toughness 3.
Take them.
Oh no, I'm going to keep fighting. Oh, that's going to hurt. I'm not going to roll those dice because they're tainted with chaos. Saves. Death to the traitors! Oh, he's gone. He's dead. He's way dead. Morphine now. It's on a bracket. It's taking a bit of damage. As it's only got 6 wounds remaining. He's only got 3 attacks. So 3 attacks needing 4s. Demon Forged. So it's 2 hits. Okay, strength 10, AP minus 3, toughness 8. So the 3s to wound. And re-rollable. And it's a good job it's a re-rollable. So it's 2, AP minus 3. This could be enough to bring down the Russ. Actually, no, it would bring down. I'm looking at that, break it down, the Morphine. So it could bring it up to half damage. So it's AP minus 3, 6s to save. Save none, 6 damage goes through, that takes it to a bracket. Right, Liam Russ is going to attack. It's down to a bracket, so it's D3 attacks. So it's 3 attacks against the Morphine, needing 6s. No. And this unit here has consolidated into the Rust, so I get to attack again against that unit, needing 6s. 1 hit. 1 wound. So it's 1 save of 3+. And he draws a 1. Okay, we're doing this combat here. It's a bit out of sequence, but it doesn't really matter for the purposes of calculating consolidation moves and other things. So the Chaos Space Marines now, Matt gets to choose a combat. As they didn't charge, they're going to go against the platoon commander. Okay, Sergeant Power Sword is going to Coup de Grace Commander. With dice rolling at that, he could well do it. Okay, he's just done the Death to the False Emperor. So it's an additional attack, but he rolled 2. So only 2 hits come through. And strength 4, toughness 3. And he's dead. The platoon commander has fallen.
Yay!
Hounds of Abaddon. Oh! Hounds of Abaddon have killed the commander, second in command. He's gone and have decided to consolidate into this squad here. They're not quite in contact with them, but their march is ever frightening. The Imperial Guard. Okay, morale. They're going to pass because of the aura of discipline from the Lord Commissar, and Matt has just passed for the Plague Marines, rolling a 3. Horses, and now we're going to go on to the second turn for the 18th Cadian Regiment. Okay, it's the end of the movement phase for the Astra Militarum. These guys here in the Bastion, in a safe place, so they're going to stay where they are, not moving, so we get the benefit of rerolling 1s. And this squad here have decided to pull back, make sure in order to them get back in the fight. Furthermore, the Chimera has moved because we have a heavy flamer that will cook up these Nurglings here. I say Nurglings deliberately to wind you up. They are plague bearers. So they don't get reroll 1s for the Chimera because it moved, sadly. This Liam Russ here, however, is in a bit of a dilemma because of the Dawn Raid is still in effect. It'd be -3 instead of -2 because of the damage. So the only thing I could do was activate smoke in the hope that the night fighting will go away. The Ogrins have decided to move forward, take the fight to the enemy, may countercharge the spawn against the Blade Bearers. The other guardsmen are staying still out of coherency. The Lord Commissar has moved into position here to get his Aurora of Discipline in effect for those units over there. This Lean Russ has pulled back out of combat because I don't want it in combat. I may do defensive gunners again for purposes of Overwatch. And this special weapons team, what's left of them, have moved back 6 inches, and it's probably going to shoot with their las guns against the Chaos Forces. So there's no psychers, so we're going to go straight onto the shooting phase on turn 2. Okay, orders have been bellowing out from the commander. I'm going to do get back in the fight with this squad here that's pulled out of combat, and then we've got a special weapons team with take aim, staying still, rerolling to hit because of the Born Soldier's ability, and they're probably going to shoot against these cultists. So that's the orders issued at this shooting phase. There's guns from this squad. I'm going to shoot at this Chaos unit here, needing 5s because of the Dawn Raid, and 5s to wound, fail to wound. What autocannon is going to shoot at the nearest enemy unit as it's unmanned, which is at the Mauler Fiend, needing 6s to hit, and that's 3 6s. And strength 7, toughness 7. 4s, 2 saves of AP -1, and each does 1 damage. And that's the damage, so you're down to 5. For his las cannon, shooting into the bike, closest enemy unit, needing a 6 to hit. Missed. Okay, Icarus autocannon, as it's been manned by this squad here, is going to shoot into the spawn. Needing 8 shots, needing 6s. And that's missed. Okay, special weapons team, going to shoot into the Plague Bearers. You will supercharge, so I have to do one at a time. So plasma gun, misses, next one, misses, and the next one, misses, 3 3s. And las guns at long range, 5s. Rerolling 1s because of Born Soldiers, and that's a miss. So that's the special weapons team, done nothing. And the Chimera, D6 shots for the heavy flamer, is going to shoot into the Plague Bearers, and the multi-laser is going to try and do snapshot into the spawn. So, multi-laser, turning the turret, shooting into the spawn, needing 5s. Actually needing 6s because I moved. It is a heavy weapon. Doesn't have the grind advance special roll. So that's a miss. So heavy flamer has 2 auto hits, strength 5, toughness 4, 3s to wound, and that is a wound. AP -1. It doesn't matter because it's a 5-up demon save. Regardless, 5-up demon save. He rolls a 6. Oh dear. Okay, this squad here is pulled out of combat, but the commander issued an order: get back into the fight against the Nurgle demons. Needing 5s because it is of Dawn Shroud. Only 1 hit. Ridiculous. 5s to wound. We don't wound as well. So, grenade launcher, D6 shots, 5 shots, needing 5s, miss, 1 hit, and no wound. And Sergeant is going to chuck a frag grenade, 6 shots, not bad, not bad. Needing 5s, 2 hits, 1 wound, 1 demon save, 5+. No, disgustingly resilient. He is disgustingly resilient. No damage whatsoever. Alright, special weapons team. 3d6 shots with the grenade launchers. They are going to shoot at the Nurgle, the Plague Bearers. 3d6 shots. So that is, looks like it's 12 shots. So 12 shots. 12 shots. 5s to hit. With take aim, I re-roll to hit. That's only 4 hits. Those re-rolls did not matter. So it is 5 to wound, toughness 4. So only 1 save of demon save. Nope, and disgustingly resilient. That's a drop die, I'll let you have that. Drop dice. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. So no damage there, and the las guns, 2 in rapid fire. Actually, there's another. It's 3 in total, so 6. So needing 5s with the las guns, re-rolling to hit because of take aim, and we stood still and we Arcadians. So that's only 2 hits and 1 wound, 1 demon save of 5+. Nope, and disgustingly resilient. And he does it in style again. Okay, we've got a regimental standard. He's got a les pistol, which is in range with the plague bearers, needing 4s because it's BS 3+. He hits and he wounds on the roll of a 6. 5 up demon save. No, disgustingly resilient. That's 3 times in a row. And now long range with the 2 veterans into the cultists, needing 4s because they're ballistic skill 3+. 1 hit only and no wound. Now the bastion with 12 shots. 12 shots, the heavy bolters. We're going to shoot at the cultists. So needing 6s. Only 1 hit. And that is a kill. Lord Commissar is going to fire his bolt pistol to finish off that single spawn. Needing a 3 to hit because it's ballistic skill 2+. And he rolls, we can't see. That is a 2, and that's not what we wanted. I'm going to fire a crack shot from the grenade launcher into the spawn, and then we've got the sergeant's going to throw a frag grenade into the spawn as well. So it's frag grenade first. That is only 2 shots, needing 5s. 1 hit, and 3 is a failure. So we declared it now. So the crack shot is going to shoot at the spawn. So that is a miss as well, because it is crack. And the smoke is in the way, but that is a miss. Okay, 3 Ogrins. I'm not going to chuck a frag bomb. Instead I'm going to fire the Ripper guns, because the better strength. So, needing 5s. Need 2 hits. Strength 5, toughness 5. So 1 wound, 1 single save of a 5+ for the spawn. And he rolls a 1, so one of them has finally been brought down. Okay, any other charges? I'm not going to do any charges. I've decided to hold the line and be disciplined behind the Aegis defense line. So this lean Russ here sadly has done nothing, and I decided not to charge with the Ogrins, and for the squad as well that are pulled out of combat, they can't charge anyway. So decided not to charge. That means that's the end of the turn for the Astra Militarum on turn 2. So there's only 1 morale check, and that is the Cultists. They took 1 casualty from the Imperial Bastion bunker. So their leadership value is 6, so I think 7, so they'll pass. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go straight on to turn 3 for the Chaos Forces, as their attack is forever relentless. Okay, Chaos movement phase, turn 3, about halfway into the battle. Looks like the Cultists have moved forward and advanced here to try and overwhelm the defences on this flank. Looks like the spawn stood still, I'm presuming. So that's why he's taken a wound in the previous turn. Looks like the bikes have moved through the gap, which will allow them to commence their attack into the centre. It looks like the Plague Marines have moved closer 4 inches as well. The Rhino has stood still. It's done its job dropping off the transport units, which have now landed over here and has only 2 guardsmen left and a tank to defend this right flank. Technically, the Astra Militarum are winning because there are still units left on the game. So, it looks pretty desperate for the Astra Militarum as their defences have been overrun with this surprise attack from the Chaos Forces. And the Ogrins have just moved forward. Obliterators, begging your pardon, have moved forward in attacking formation against the Lehman Russ Eradicator, which is in big trouble because it can't shoot because of all the minuses. And that concludes the movement phase for the Chaos Forces on turn 3, as we now go on to the psychic phase. Okay, the Sorcerer is going to cast Smite against the nearest enemy unit, which is this guardsman here unit. A little bit of a screen there. So Smite 5, will charge 5 and gets it on a 10. That's D3 mortal wounds. That's the squad gone. So they've been obliterated. Sorcerer is casting Infernal Gaze against the Ogrins. Warp charge 5. And he rolls a 6. And that is 3 dice on every roll of 4+ is a mortal wound. Ouch, that hurts. And mortal wounds do carry over. So that is an Ogrin and another Ogrin has taken a wound. Okay. Second in command of the Chaos Forces, the second Sorcerer, he is going to cast Smite into the nearest enemy unit, which is the Ogrins. The Ogrins have taken a battering, and that's warp charge 8, which goes through, needing a 5. D3 mortal wounds, and that's 2, so that's a whole Ogrin just been smitten to death. Infernal Gaze now against the Lord Commissar, and you can use any psychic powers as it is open war, as we're playing it that way. So warp charge value 5, he rolls an 8. So roll 3 dice on 4 pluses, it's a D6 mortal wounds. He takes 2 mortal wounds. Not good. Okay, the Lord Commissar has down, he's half injured, so to speak, in the psychic phase. That was from that psyker there. So that concludes the psychic phase on turn 3 for the Chaos Forces, and now we're going to go on to the shooting phase. The Chaos Sorcerer is going to shoot its combi weapon into the Ogrin, needing 4s. So only 1 hit, needing 5s. No, doesn't wound. Okay, Chaos Spikes, going to shoot into the Ogrin. 12 shots, rapid fire, twin bolters, needing 4s to hit. And a few misses there, so only 5 hits. Strength 4, toughness 5, needing 5s. That's a good roll. So it's 3 saves of 4+, because that counts as part of... Actually, no, that does not. That's destroyed. So I only get a 5+ save. And no, he's down to his last wound. The Ogrin Bonehead is in trouble. Okay, the combi bolter from the Rhino is going to shoot at the Ogrin Bonehead. The last Ogrin remaining in this detachment. And 1 hit only. And no wound on a roll of 1. Interesting. And the Havoc Launcher is going to shoot into this Lehman Russ here. Needing a 2. That's only 2 shots. 2 misses, 2 2s. So that's a failure there.
Death to the false emperor.
Loyalty to the Emperor, and the Emperor will prevail this day.
Anyway.
Okay, the Chaos Cultists, they've stood still actually. It's only it's further -1 because of the Dawn attack. It's still triggered, and he's going to shoot at this guard squad here, needing 5s to hit. -1 to hit because of the night attack. So it's 2 hits, 2 wounds, strength 4. We are not behind an inch behind Garricade because we had to move out an inch away from the enemy. So needing 5 to save. 1 save, 1 has been brought down. Chaos Cultists firing their auto guns against the same unit. 5 to hit. Oh, that's a lot of shots. 13 hits. That's about half. That's way above average. That's good shooting. So only auto gun, strength 3, toughness 3. So force to wound. That is very good. That's 7 saves. I will spend a stratagem to take cover. Not allowed. Who are you to defy me, Chaos Space Marine heretic? You come to this planet with no permission, and you never will have. Get off our planet. This is ours. Ours for the taking. Ours for the glory of the Emperor.
Throw that dog.
Oh dear. That's 4 dead. They've been shot to pieces. Now Space Marines here, finishing off this guardsman here. This is the frag grenade. So it's 4 shots, needing force to hit because of the night attack. And that's a miss. He's going to fire a melter gun just to put him out of his misery. He does hit, and he's 2s to pulverize. You spend a CP. No, so he's still alive, would you believe? He just scraped off his flak armor. And so it's just the bolt pistols now. Needing falls. And freeze. 2 flak armor saves. May we humiliate you, or will we do it? Almost. 1 goes down, so I'm going to do that. So he's gone. Bye bye, guardsman. You've served well for the Emperor, but you are now in the death pile. So the Plague Marines, he's going to fire his plasma gun, rapid firing and supercharging into this Imperial turret here, a crystal las cannon. So any roll of a 1 would be a model slain, but he's rolled 1 hit. So 1 hit goes through. Strength 8, toughness 7, so it's 3s to wound, and that is a wound. AP minus 3, 6 plus save, and we don't. So that's 2 damage. It's down to its last wound. Plague Marines have declared their shooting, so they already done their plasma gun. Now he's going to finish off the Ogrin. Ogrin Bonehead, to honour the Emperor by surviving. 4s to hit because of the night fighting. Special roll is still triggered. And 5s to wound. He could survive. 1 wound. He is behind a barricade. We're not going to spend a stratagem to take cover. So it's just a 4+ save for +1 cover. And he goes down. He goes down. Okay, the Chaos Obliterators. 1 of them is going to fire at this Leman Russ. The other 2 are going to fire into that Chimera there. So you got to roll for the strength, AP, and damage. So strength is 8, AP minus 1, and damage 1. Okay, Liam Russ shots from one of the Obliterators, needing 4s because it's an assault weapon and it's night fighting still. So 3 hits. Yeah, 3 hits. And strength 8, toughness 8. That is 2 wounds. AP minus 1, 1 damage. So 2 4-up saves. And we save 1. So we're down to our last wound for that Liam Ross there. Still alive. And then the Chimera. 2 more Obliterators going to shoot into this Chimera here. Leading 4s. And strength 8. 3s to wound. Toughness 7. 1 wound. AP minus 1. 4-up save. And we roll a 1. Okay, that is the end of the shooting phase of the Chaos Forces on turn 3. However, Matt has spent 2 command points to do endless cacophony again, like in the previous turn, to try and finish off these tanks here. It's still the same strength and profile as last time. So you're going to do the same sequence again. Okay, so 1 Obliterator is going to shoot into that Leman Russ there. That's good, there's 3 hits, and strength 8. Needing 4 to wound. 1 wound. a 50-50 save to save this Leman Russ tank for the glory of the Emperor. The dice decide. You rolled a 2. Oh dear, the tank goes down. Do I blow up on a roll of 6? Yeah, it's my vehicle, so I got to roll. Do I blow up?
Yes.
I don't blow up, so the vehicle is destroyed. Okay, the other 2 Obliterators shooting into the Chimera, needing 4s to hit. So that's 5 hits, freeze to wound, strength 8, toughness 3. That's 4 saves, AP -1, 1 damage a time. Only 1 goes through, so down to 5, but that's a bracket. Okay, we've done all the shooting now. The shooting phase is concluded. Now we're going to go on to charge phase. Looks like the spawn is going to charge against the Lord Commissar. The Lord Commissar will fire his bolt pistol, needing a 6. He rolls a 6. And then strength 4, toughness 5. And that's a wound. 5 up save. Actually, yeah, you still save anyway. You are behind a barricade, technically within an inch. So your charge distance is... He's scared to look at the dice. He rolls an 8. That should be good enough. So there he goes. The Lord Commissar is in trouble. Just to make sure. He's going to put a bolt pistol into the... Plague Bearers are going to charge against the Chimera. Is that a costly mistake? Because we do have a heavy flamer which auto hits. D6 auto hits. 6 auto hits. 6 auto hits. Strength 5, toughness 4, so 3. And that's all wounded. That's AP -1, and you only got a 5-up demon save. Could you die from Overwatch? He's just checking the dice. That is definitely all wounded. I've double checked. It's definitely all wounded. Needing... That's good saving throw. Oh, you got to roll another dice. You only rolled 5 dice there. Oh! Unbelievable. Now the multi-laser. Missed. Charge distance. Otherwise the Chimera is stuck in combat. Oh dear. They're stuck in combat. Next charge. The Cultists have declared a charge against the remainder of this 10-man squad. I'm going to fragmentation from the grenade launcher. So it's 2 shots, 6s. Missed. And the last pistol from the sergeant. He misses. And draw charge distance for the Cultists. That's an 8. That should be good enough. And that is a successful charge. He needed an 8, and he got an 8. Chaos Space Marines with close combat weapons and chainswords going to charge into this single guardsman. D6 shots with a frag grenade. 4 shots. 6s to hit on Overwatch. No, the grenade scatters far and wide. And the charge distance, he rolls a 10. So it looks like that poor guardsman is going to get cut to pieces. Okay, the Chaos Possessed are going to charge into the Leman Russ Demolisher. However, I'm going to spend a command point, so I'll be down to my last one. I'm going to play Defensive Gunners for the cost of 1 CP. So there's 5 or more models. That means instead of D3 shots for the main cannon, it's D6. So D6 shots for the main cannon. That's 4 shots. And instead of 6s to hit, it's 5s. And that's 2 hits, and that's strength 10, AP -3. That is a wound, and it's -3 to your armour. But your demons save because you are possessed. So 5 up. Even with the power army would have saved anyway. So now the las cannon, it happens every time. Misses. And then the heavy bolters, 6 shots, needing 5. Do we wound you with a heavy bolter again, like last time? That's 3 wounds. 3 wounds of AP -1, needing 4s. And 1 has taken a wound. I think one has taken a wound already. So that means one of them is brought down. So one of them has died because we think one of them already took a wound in the previous turn. But we forgot to put the wound token on. But that's been resolved now. So it's back to 4 models left. And your charge distance, I think you're going to make it. That's a 4. Morphine into the Legion Rust. That's going to be an auto pass. Okay, Plague Bearers into the Chimera doing their attacks. You'll need force to hit. Remember Death to the False Emperor. No, don't have Death to the False Emperor. No. Okay. So needing 4. That's only 2 hits. And strength 4, toughness 7. 5s. That's a wound. AP minus. Rerolls to wound because being a plague weapon. No. So just a 3 up save. Rolls a 3. He's okay. Cultists, we only got 1 command point left, therefore we can't interrupt. So the cultists are going to attack the what's remaining? Acadian shock troopers. What? Okay, the cultists, not all of them will be in contact with the lone guardsman. However, there's still plenty of attacks enough to kill him. So how many attacks have you got? Enough. Well, that kind of begs the question, we need to be more specific. How many attacks to put him out of his misery?
Enough. 4.
Enough. Right, okay. Enough. We'll find that on camera. 4s to hit. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. 7. Okay, apparently they don't get Death to the False Emperor. I think it only applies to Space Marines. So, needing 4s to wound. Okay, 4s to wound. I think he's in trouble. So, that is 6 saves. I don't know why I'm recording this on camera. He knows he's going to die unless a miracle happens for the glory of the Emperor. And there's a single sergeant left as well who should be way over here into the fight. And they're dead. Let me reverse that back again. He's dead. And he's gone as well. Oh, it's just going so horribly wrong. And they get to consolidate as well. Okay, Spawny. The Spawn has unique special rules to determine what type of attacks he does have. So, 1. What is a 1 on the chart?
I have AP minus 4.
AP minus 4?
Until the end of the phase.
Oh, that is horrific. And how many attacks do you get? Oh, 3 attacks. Ouch. Okay, it's only got 2 wounds left and the all comers are. Needing 3s? Is it 4s to hit? Okay, 4s to hit. And you miss. Okay, that's good enough for me. Okay, maybe I shouldn't really record this because viewer discretion is advised, considering how badly he's going to get cut to pieces, this poor guardsman. But heroically he will stand and defy the enemies of the Emperor. With that random dice roll, I don't know what that was for. But anyway, we're going to go and calculate how many attacks this poor guardsman is going to receive. Chaos Sword attack from the Sergeant. Chaos Sergeant gets 2 hits. Oh dear. Freeze. Dear. It's dead. You're dead. You're dead, guardsman. You're dead now. The Morlophine is going to attack and finish off the Legion Rust battle tank, the Wallasha.
Can you use Demon Forge?
Demon Forged. Here we go. 1 hit. Oh, it rerolls to hit. Yeah, Demon Forge. Okay. So 2 hits. And strength 10. Toughness 8. 3s to wound. Oh boy. And AP minus 3. And if I fail these, it's 3 damage a time. We survive with only 3 wounds left. It looks like the Chaos Possessed are going to try and finish it off. Okay, rolling for each model how many attacks they get. So this one here, he gets 2. Next one, 3. Next one, 2. Next one, 3. Oh dear. Okay, 10 attacks, 3s to hit to shred this Legion Rust Demolisher. Oh, that's pretty good actually. And your strength is 5.
AP minus 2.
Oh, okay. So needing 5 to wound. And that's a pretty good dice roll actually. 3 saves of AP minus 2. I need 5 pluses here. If I don't get a single one, the tank is a wreck. And it's a wreck. I'm not going to bother to spend a command point to save the tank. There's really no point. So on a roll of 6, it detonates. And it's a 1, so the vehicle is just removed from play. Okay, that's all the attacks for the Chaos Forces. Now it's my turn to retaliate. That's half damage, so it's D3 attacks. So it's 2 attacks, needing 6s for the Chimera. 1 hit. And that is a wound, so can you make a demon save of 5+? And he doesn't get squished. Okay, the Lord Commissar has 3 attacks, needing weapon skill 2+, so it's 2s to hit. 2 hits. Strength 3. Toughness 5. 5s to wound. 1 AP minus 3, so it slices through the armour, so he takes a wound. Okay, that is the end of Chaos turn 3. The defences have been breached. And it looks like the Chaos Forces should be able to win by turn 5, I reckon, unless this Bastion holds and this Guardsman squad hold their position. The position has been overrun. The defiant Lord Commissar is just going to stay put and stay in the fight. And fight bravely for the glory of the Emperor. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go on to turn 3 for the Astra Militarum in this desperate situation. Commencing a new battle round, that means Dawn Raid could be over. So the sun could shine on this Caradan planet. So on a 3+, it's still night fighting. And it's still night fighting. Okay, that's the quickest movement phase I've ever done. Just simply move the Chimera back, activated smoke. These guys are stood still. The Lord Commissar, why not? Keep fighting. And this squad here with the Icarus autocannon is going to stay still. So we're going to issue orders and let the shooting phase commence on turn 3 for the Astra Militarum. Okay, orders have been issued. Take aim with the special weapons team and first rank fire, second rank fire for this Canadian squad. The command squad is going to be starting off. Special weapons team against the Cultists. 3d6 shots with the fragmentation grenade launcher rounds coming in for the grenade launchers. So that is 14 shots. 14 shots, needing 5s to hit because the Dawn Raid is still active, the sun has not risen. And re-rolling 1s because we did stay still. So that's a few hits there. And that's not bad. So it's 4 saves of 6+ for your cultists. 4 saves. And that is 3 dead. 2 shots here, rapid firing. Can only see him. The other 2, we're going to shoot at the cultists. So the 2 rapid fire shots from the single guardsman against the plague bearers. Only misses. And because it's -1. And against the cultists, re-rolling 1s. So that's 3 hits. Good marksmanship here. And no wounds, which is a shame. No wounds, no damage. The company command, as they stood still, sadly can't see the cultists because they are too obscured, being so close to the bastion due to the level on which they are positioned. So it looks like it's just this special weapons team here. Okay, special weapons team, we're going to rapid fire with the plasma guns and supercharging into the plague bearers. So this model here, rerolling 1s because we stood still. That's 2 hits so far. Next plasma gun, 1 missed, 1 hit, and the third one, 1 hit. So that's 4 hits in total. Strength 8, toughness 4, 2s to wound, all wounded. AP -3, but he's got a 5-up demon save. So needing 5s to save. Okay, 2 save, 2 damage a time, so first model dies, second model gets to roll as well. 2 dice. Ow. That is disgustingly resilient, so only 1 model is brought down. Las guns, the same squad shooting into the cultists. 5s to hit, that's 3 misses. So that's that concluded. And then we're going to do the defensive systems. So we've got the quad autocannon, which has been manned. And we're going to absolutely pummel those cultists. Needing 6s to hit, if we can hit. Only 1 hit, 2s to kill. And that's a 5, so 1 has been brought down. If you're a bastion, it's going to shoot into the cultists. It is being manned by a guardsman unit, so they can choose whichever target they want. So the ballistic skill is 5+, needing -1, sadly, because of the night fighting. So 6s to hit. It's 3 hits. And strength 5, and it'd be 3s to kill. So that's 3 dead. AP -1. Icarus las cannon, point blank range. It's going to shoot into that Chaos Space Marine on bike. Need a 6? No. Icarus autocannon turret. It's the closest target as it's unmanned. -1 to hit because of night fighting. And needing 6s. 2 hits. Strength 7, toughness 7. 1 wound. AP -1. 1 save. 2, and that's 1 damage. Okay, that concludes the end of the turn. It's not quite over. It's not quite over. The Lord Commissar, first of all, is going to fire his bolt pistol, which misses again. So he's going to do his attack.
At that range.
I know. Well, somehow the lasher tendrils have just grabbed the pistol and made it fail to hit. Whatever. Oh, it's just a horrible thing. But anyway, I must kill it for the glory of the Emperor. Needing 2s to hit. I missed with 1 again, like the last time. 5s to wound. That's a wound that goes straight through your armour, so you're down to 2 wounds. Now it is the spawn's turn. The spawn does what type of attack? Okay, it's the same as before. It's AP -4 attacks. So that's D6 attacks. That's 6 attacks. Lord Commissar could be in trouble. So that is 6 attacks, needing 4s to hit in close combat. 2 hits. It'll be enough to kill him. 3 to kill. No! Oh, I'll check if he's got a refractor field. I don't think he has, but that's going to be his last wound. So we do have a refractor field, and he also took a wound from the last time. So Matt has kindly allowed me to do that. So I'm allowed to do 2 saves of a refractor field save of 5+. If we save both, so he would be back on to 2 wounds, just to make it fair. Correction, he would be up to 3 wounds. So it's all been sorted out, correct. Okay, that concludes the end of the turn. So the combats have been fought. And so now it's morale. Taking a lot of casualties here, the cultists. And that's a 6. So that's not good. I think that's 5 casualties. Egypt 7, so 6 casualties. So 6 have been removed from the battlefield. They run away. Okay, 6 have run away. That's not good, really. Technically, the Imperial Guard are still winning, however. This bastion here is tough, but we've lost a ton of men and a ton of tanks. So this sector is in trouble. We've lost this flank, it's completely gone. The only thing that's remaining is this automated systems here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go straight on to Chaos Space Marines, turn 4. Okay, Chaos Space Marines turn 4, and it's the Black Legion's relentless attack. Has really paid off now. They're just basically sweeping forward and finishing off any resistance that is left in this sector. The Chaos Space Marine here is curious enough what's in the mail. Little letterbox there. He finds nothing. He may find some Imperial documents that may find handy. Intelligence, maybe. Never know. Lord Commodore still in fight. So the spawn is still in close combat. Chaos Bikes have moved forward against this bunker, against this sector here. Looks like the Cultists have not brought on, they haven't been replaced and have not come on this turn. So what we're going to do now is going to go straight onto the psychic phase for the Chaos Space Marine. Okay, the Sorcerer is going to cast Smite into the defense system, and that is a 3. That's a failure. Spend a command point. No, he's not spend a command point. So that is still alive. Okay, same Psyker is going to cast Warp Time onto the Plague Marines. And it goes off on a 9. So it counts as movement again. Yeah, it looks like they're moving forward to here. Take 2. He's going to cast Smite into this turret, needing a 5. And it goes off. It's dead. So it's just removed. And he's going to cast Demonic Strength onto the spawn, again +2 strength and +1 attack, needing Warp Charge 6. Goes off on an 8. Okay, that concludes the psychic phase. Some power's been cast. The turret has finally been brought down, and now we're going to go on to the shooting phase. Chaos Space Marines, turn 4. Okay, the Havoc Launcher is going to fire into the Bastion. So D6 shots. So that's 4. You move, so it's 5s to hit because it's still night fighting. That's excellent shooting. That's all of them have been hit. So it's strength 5, but it's toughness 9 because it's a Bastion. So it is 3s to wound. Sorry, it's 5s to wound. So it's only 1 save. Needing a 3+. No, so it's down to 19 wounds. Okay, Space Marine Bikers are going to shoot at the same target. They want to chip away as many wounds as possible on that Imperial Bastion. Debut on the channel. Hasn't been targeted yet until now. So it is your shooting. So dealing by 4s to hit. Some nice lot of hits there. And toughness 9, so it's actually 6s to wound. And 2 6s, so it's 2 saves. I save both, so still 19 wounds. Okay, the Obliterators are going to target the Imperial Bastion, knowing that victory could be imminent. It's going to roll for the strength. Oh, that's good. Strength 9, so that'll be 4s to wound. AP minus 1, and damage is 2. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, targeting against this Bastion here with the Obliterators. So lots of shots, all of them. Here we go. Needing 4s because of the night fighting. Normally be on 3s with night fighting. It is a unique narrative scenario. And it's strength 9, toughness 9. So it's 4s to wound. It's a bit of a letdown, it's a shame. But it's AP minus 1, does 2 damage a time, so it's 4s to save. That's 6 damage, so that brings us down to 13 wounds. Okay, the Cultists are going to fire into the Bastion. So the Cultists, the heavy stubber, isn't it? So fire 6s to hit because heavy and night fighting. So 1 hit and 6s. No, bounces off the armour. And Cultists needing 5s to hit. With their rapid fire auto guns missed, so they've missed the target as well. Okay, the Icarus autocannon is going to do Overwatch against the Morphine, which is going to make a declared charge. So needing 6s, nothing. So the Morphine will make it into close combat. Okay, any other charges to declare? It looks like these Cultists are going to charge. Okay. So the Imperial Bastion can Overwatch as well as 10 firing points as well. So I'm going to do the Bastion first. I'm going to do the las guns first, just in case they'll be out of rapid fire. So I've got 6 shots in 6s, nothing. And then grenade launchers, so that's 13 shots. So that's 5, 10, there you go, 13. So 13 shots, needing 6s. This is fragmentation. So it's 3 hits and 2 wounds, AP minus 0, so you've got 3 saves, 6 plus. No, so 3 of them will be brought down, which is good. We want them to run away. And then the heavy bolters, so it's 12 shots. And the good thing about these buildings, I don't think they're affected by the bracket, so it's just flat ballistic skill, but it's Overwatch anyway. So 6s to hit, 1 hit, and 3s to kill. No, doesn't kill. And your charge distance is a 5. Will that make it? Oh, this is a tight one. I think you will make it. Yeah, you'll make it. Just about. That's what he needed. So he does make it into close combat. Okay, we've just checked the wording for the rules for shooting when it comes to Overwatch. I believe, according to the rules, the wording, you can still do Overwatch because it says you can still shoot even if there's enemy models within 1 inch. It doesn't say a particular phase, it just says shooting in general. So Overwatch is technically a shooting attack. So we will get to Overwatch against the Nurglings. So that's 12 shots with the heavy bolter. So 12 shots needing 6s. So that's 3 hits. And 3 to wound. 1 save of Pirate Demon save. So that's a save again. So they're going to make it into close combat. And now the Marines, I think there's going to be 3 grenade launchers. And they're going to fire frag. So that is again 13 shots. 6s. Nice. 5 to wound, 1 save, and it doesn't make it. Disgustingly resilient. It makes it again. So that is it for the Overwatch for this bastion. Now the attacks commence. Alright, 9 attacks. However, these auto hit straight away because it is a defensive bastion type, whatever it is. So you just got to roll to wound. So it's toughness 7. And that's 4 saves of AP minus 2. And that's wrecked. That's how many damage a time? 2. So that's wrecked. That's gone. So this is gone. Defensive turret has been smashed. And that means this flank has been completely cleared. Okay, he's attacking the bastion. There's no weapon skill on this bastion, meaning it's going to be auto hitting. Now all he's got to do is roll to wound, which is toughness 9, so you need 6s to wound. No wounds.
Using cultists first.
Oh right, you're using cultists first, okay, fair enough. So cultists have done their attacks, and now it is the plague bearers. 5 attacks. You auto hit, so you've just got to roll for wound. So re-rolls to wound needs 6s, toughness 9. And that's 2 wounds. 3s to save. We save, so it's still on 17 wounds. So 13 wounds remaining. Okay, see what happens here with the spawn. So that is something different. What is that? Just additional 2 attacks. And on top of that, you've got a psychic power as well with +2 strength and +1 attack. So that's an additional 3 attacks on top of the normal profile, plus D6. So D6. So that's, oh dear, that's 9 attacks. That's cruel. That really is cruel. I mean, it's the most anticlimactic moment for that Lord Commodore. It's like, oh. So, forced to hit. I think the Lord Commodore is in trouble. Yeah, he's in a bit of trouble. I think it's 2s to wound as well, because it's +2 strength. Yeah, 2s to wound. 2s to wound. Yep, all wounded. So I got a 5 up refractor field save, and it's 2 damage a time.
And minus 2 AP.
Yeah, it's 5 up refractor field. And he's gone. The second in command is gone. He's not the warlord, but that is a blow for the Astra Militarum. Okay, that is the end of Chaos turn 4. And morale, we've taken no casualties except for the one casualty over there who has actually died. And the automated defense systems, 3 of them are out of action. So now it is the cultists who have lost 3 casualties. And they are good. So 7 is what they needed. Okay, another quick movement phase for the Astra Militarum on turn 4. What did I do? Yes, I moved the Flamer Guardsman just slightly forward because any part of the model that can see can shoot down with the Flamer as rules is written. So we can do that, which could be quite handy for attacking, because you can still shoot even if there's enemy models within 1 of the Bastion. So what we're going to do now is going to do shooting phase on turn 4 for the Astra Militarum. Let's see what they can do. Okay, Heavy Flamer is going to shoot at the Cultists. The multi-laser is going to shoot at the spawn. So the multi-laser first. -1 to hit. So it's 5s to hit, so only 1 hit. Because of the Dawn Raid special rule, and that is a wound. So you got a flat armor save of a 6, which he passes. And the Heavy Flamer is D6 auto hits. And that's 5. 5 auto hits, 3s to kill. Those cultists are cooked. Okay, I forgot to do orders. I'm going to issue an order, bring it down for the command squad. And I'm going to do take aim with the special weapons team for this squad here. So that's rerolls to hit, and they stood still. Okay, the command squad is going to shoot at the Plague Marines, Plague Bearers. D6 auto hits with the Flamer. So that is 2 auto hits at strength 4, toughness 4. 1 wound. And that is AP -0. So it's just a 5 up save. No, and disgustingly resilient. No, so 1 of them has been brought down. Okay, the Imperial Bastion. I'm going to start picking on the Obliterators because they could really hurt this Imperial Bastion. So I need 6s to hit with 12 shots. I can still shoot even if there's enemy models within 1 inch of a Bastion. So 6s because of -1 due to the night fighting. And 4 is a wound, AP -1 on your Obliterator, so it's a 3+ save. Which he doesn't, he takes a wound. Okay, and the grenade launchers, they are going to actually target the spawn. I'm going to fire crack shots, just quickly put it out of its misery. So needing 4s, re-rolling to hit. -1 to hit because it's the Dawn Raid, and re-rolling to hit. So it's only 1 hit, strength 6. And I re-roll to wound because of bring it down order, which I do wound, strength 6, dense toughness 5. So you need AP -1, so it's a 2, so that's a failed save. It's D3 points of damage, and that's 2 damage, and he's only got 2 wounds left, and that means the spawn has gone. Okay, that concludes the shooting phase for the Astra Militarum on turn 4, but there's still close combat at the Bastion. So they auto hit, and you've got to roll to wound with the Plague Marine, and you re-roll to wound. So that's 2 saves of 3+. No, down to 11 wounds for the Bastion. The Bastion is almost half destroyed. And the Bastion has no attacks, so that concludes this turn. Morale is good, would you believe? Right, Special Weapons Squad, we've got to fire them. They're going to shoot at
Twice.
What? Are they going to supercharge? Yeah, we may as well. So we have to do 1 at a time at long range. I'm going to shoot at the Chaos Bikers. So first one misses. Second one misses, and that's overheat by a reroll because of Born Soldiers. Oh, that's a drop die, and that is a 6. That's a hit. And the next one It's a 2. 8, toughness 5, freeze to wound. That is a wound, 8 minus 3. 6 up save. Nope. So that's that bike gone with the single wound. And las guns, long range. 1 hit. No wound. And the Icarus auto cannon. That's 7 dice. 8. I'm going to shoot the bikes. So needing 6s because of night fighting. 1 hit. And that is a... I can't see. That is a wound. That's a roll of 6. So make a save of 4+, which he passes. So that is officially the end of Acadian's turn 4. We go on to turn 5 for the Acadian. So the Chaos Forces. Okay, on a 4+, the light shines. Yes, so therefore it's normal shooting for the rest of the game. Okay, it's the end of the movement phase. On turn 5 for the Chaos Forces, reinforcements have arrived. Matt successfully rolled a 2+ for the Cultists, and he rolled a 5 for the Spawn on a 4+. So successfully come on this side on deployment zone for the purposes of narrative play. Looks like the Chaos Bikes have moved here, probably to rapid fire against this special weapon squad. And the Obliterators have decided to stay still, probably going to shoot at the Bastion, cause as much damage as possible, forcing the occupants to evacuate. These are relentlessly moving forward. The 2 Psychers and the Warlord are moving forward as well. The Mauler Fiend has moved forward, has advanced as fast as he could to get into close combat. The Rhino stood still, and that is about it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go straight onto the Psychic phase. Turn 5 for the Chaos Forces. Well, Smite is actually out of range. There's no enemies to target. So that really concludes the end of the Psychic phase. So we're going to the shooting phase for Chaos, turn 5. Havoc Launcher, Rhino is going to shoot at the Bastion. D6 shots with Havoc Launcher. 6 shots, that's a good start. You stood still, and it's normal shooting now, so it's freeze to hit. That's good shooting. And 5 to wound, strength 5, toughness 9. So there's 2 saves. 2 saves. And that is... well, both saved. Okay, the Plague Marines, the plasma gun is just about in range of this Bastion. And one of the bolt guns as well is going to shoot the Bastion. So what are you going to do first? Bolt gun. So needing a 3+, because it's normal shooting now. And 3 is a hit, and 4 is a failure. And the plasma gun, are you supercharging?
Yep.
Okay, he's going to supercharge, needing a 3. And 5 is a hit, strength 8, toughness 9, 5 to wound, 3 is a failure. Chaos Bikers going to shoot at the special weapons team that are manning the Icarus autocannon. Rapid fire, 8 shots, needing 3 to hit. All but 1. So 7 hits, strength 4, toughness 3. 3 to wound. Oh yeah, I think we're going to spend a stratagem, the last command point, to take cover. 7 save, yeah, I'm going to have to spend the stratagem, so I've got no command points left. I get a 4+ save, but +1 cover applies to infantry models. So that's an additional +1 cover, so it's 3+2 save. And we lose 2 as opposed to 5, so it did pay off in the end. So 2 of these guards. Here we go again. Obliterators into the Bastion. Strength. Strength 9, that's good. AP minus 2, that's good. And damage, this is the big one, is 2. Okay. Okay, Obliterators, freeze to hit against the Bastion. Will the Bastion hold? That's good. That's good shooting. And strength 9. So it's force to wound, gets toughness 9. So that's only 3 wounds. AP minus 2, 2 damage. That's a cock die, I'll re-roll that. So that's 4 damage. So that's half dead now. So he's down to 7 wounds. Yeah, the cultists are going to shoot into the bastion. Bastions take a ton of shots. It's quite tough. They are very tough. I'm kind of glad I got one. And they're fun to use. I love using buildings. So yeah, so did you advance?
No.
You did. Yeah, you did advance. But for Chaos Black Legion, it's just a -1, counts as assault, even for rapid fire weapons. Okay, 17 shots. Needing 5 to hit. Normal shooting now. The sun has risen at Caladan. At least on one side of the planet. So 5s to hit. That's 6 hits at strength 3, toughness 9, still needing 6s to wound. That's 2 6s, 2 saves of 3+. I take a wound, down to 6. Right, Matt has spent his last 2 command points to do Endless Cacophony against the Bastion, using the same weapon profile as the previous shooting attack. So needing 3s to hit. Oh, there's a few 1s there, but then there's a few hits as well. It's about statistically. Strength 9, so needing 4s to wound. That's a very good roll. AP minus 2. This could well finish off the Bastion. Yeah, it's only 6 saves to make. Need 5 to save the Bastion. It's 2 damage a time, and the Bastion has gone. And we're going to see what happens to the occupants inside. Okay, we've just read the rules for magazine explosion for the Imperial Bastion. So it's read like this. If this model is reduced to 0 runes, roll a d6 before removing it from the battlefield, before any embarked models disembark. On a roll of a 6, the magazine explodes, and each unit within 2d6 suffers d3 mortal wounds. I have no command points left. Could this battle end spectacularly? Here we go. Oh dear, it's a 6. That's what happens when you roll the Chaos dice. If I had rolled an Imperial dice, I would have rolled a 2! This just cost me the game! Right, the way it's worded, the guys inside also suffer the mortal wounds. Okay, this is how far the explosion radius is. 2d6. Oh dear, 9 inches. This is really, really bad. So first of all, I'm going to see if I can do d3 mortal wounds on your plague bearers. I do. So there's 3 mortal wounds, but you do have disgustingly resilient. So 3 saves of 5+ for disgustingly resilient. You save 1, so 2 of them have been brought down. Now it's d3 mortal wounds for the special weapons team. Only 1 gets brought down, so we're going to take off just a regular guardsman. Now it's the command squad. Only 1, so I'm going to take off the. I'm going to take off the Voxcaster. So he's gone. The commander has taken 3 wounds, so he's down to his last wound. This is not good. This is not good at all. And the Chimera, D3, has taken 3 mortal wounds. He's down to 2 wounds. Now the Chaos Spikers, D3 mortal wounds. He takes a mortal wound. So he takes a wound. And the Special Weapons team takes 2 mortal wounds. So it's a guardsman and another guardsman with a plasma gun. I'm going to check the range to see if it hits that quad autocannon. Not quite. So the quad autocannon is okay, but the Bastion has been destroyed in spectacular fashion. Okay, 9 dice. This is before they embark, so we've done the explosion. Now we've got to do the guys inside. So on a roll of 1s, models are slain. None of them have been slain, so all have been evacuated, but at great cost. So what we're going to do now is we're going to disembark the men from this former bastion. Okay, the Obliterators have done their job. They have blown up the Imperial bastion, and now the Chaos Bikers are going to do their charge against the guys who are evacuated. Okay, the Chaos Bikers are going to charge against the Chimera. Chimera has D6 auto hits because of Heavy Flamer. That's 3 hits, Strength 5, Toughness 5. 1 wound, AP -1. And it's a save. Power Armor holds, multi-laser. Misses. There's no occupancy side to fire the las gun arrays. So, rolling for their charge distance, and that is a 9. So there you go. Do you want to pile in the extra 3 against the commander? You won't get to attack him, but he will be in close combat.
No,
He's going to stay as he does.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, close combat has commenced. And rolling the attacks now against the Chimera, needing 3s. Only 1 hit, no wound. That's nothing. So I'm going to do my attack. So it's, I think it's only 1 attack. So 6 to hit, no. So that is a miss with the Chimera. So that's the end of the turn for the Forces of Chaos. So we're going to have to do morale. So we're going to auto pass with all of these because we get +1 for the regimental banner. So that concludes this turn. However, this one here has taken damage, so don't roll a 6. Oh dear, so one of them runs away. Ah! I'm just going to double check actually, they may be leadership 6. They're leadership 6, they're out. The special weapons team is gone. All that's left is a Chimera, platoon command, the commander, and a special weapons team. And the Chimera is severely damaged, so it's actually on 2 brackets. So I'm going to have to put some smoke to remind us that the Chimera could be in peril. So that concludes the Chaos turn 5 as we go on to the Imperial Guard turn 5. Plague Bearer has passed his morale and it's successful to counter. Okay, that is the end of the moon phase. I have a midi pack that could heal my commander, so D3 wounds. And he heals all of them. So it's back up to full health. So that's the end of the movement phase, and now we're going to go on to the shooting phase for the Astra Militarum. Orders have been issued. The commander has issued take aim, meaning rerolls to hit of 1 because they did move. And we're going to do bring it down with this squad, meaning reroll 1s to wound because the flame will auto hit. So the flamer is going to shoot, and the pistol is going to shoot into there from the regimental standard. So the regimental standard needing a 3+ to hit, and hit you, and that is a failed wound. Actually, bring it down, reroll 1s to wound, it's part of the same squad, and that is a failure. That's a 3. D6 auto hits for the flamer. That's 3 auto hits, 5s to wound. 1 save of 3+ on your biker. That's okay. And the medipack, can't see because he had to heal. Actually, he'll be able to shoot against one of the cultists at long range. 3's to hit. That's a cock die. 5's to hit. 2's a failure. And then we have grenade launchers. Actually, bolt pistol first from the commander. Bolt pistol into the zombie thing. Missed. Fragmentation grenades. So fragmentation grenade launchers. 3d6 auto shots. Whoa, that's 16 shots. 16 shots. Needing 4s. And re-rolling 1 because of take aim. And needing 4s to wound. Only 2. So 2 saves, 6+. No, 2 of them have been brought down. And las guns at long range. Missed. That is it. Oh, the quad autocannon. It's not manned by anybody. Nearest enemy visible. Can't see. So it's going to have to shoot at the Plague Marines. They're closest. I don't think they are closest. I think they are. So we'll check the range. Because it has to be. Oh no, it's there. Of course, the answer lies right in front of us. So it's actually 8 shots with the automated systems, needing 5s to hit now. So that's 3 hits, strength 7, that's 3 wounds, 3 demon saves. Disgustingly resilience, 1 damage a time, and just about done. So that's pulled down. Okay, charge declare, I'm not going to charge. And the game could very well be concluded on a single roll of a dice. So the golden holocron of destiny has come to us. Would you like to roll the dice?
Nope.
No? You want me to roll the dice? I don't know. I think there's a special rule to say who actually technically rolls the dice to see whether the game ends or not. But has decided to let me. How very kind. Brave. But is it foolish?
Why'd you roll a dice?
To see if the game ends.
Roll a dice. Come on.
Oh, he wants to roll the dice now. Oh, all the responsibilities for him. So, on a roll of a 1 or a 2, the game ends. Turn 6 has commenced.
You can see here, at turn 6, this is a desperate situation for the Imperial Guard. If they hold the line, they will secure and defend this Manufactorum.
Okay, the Chaos Forces have moved. They have advanced regular move, 6 inches. The Spawn has advanced as well. And then we have the bikes, which are going to be pulling out to combat. I think for a good reason, that being the Obliterators will try and finish it off. We have the Plague Marines moving forward, the Possessed Chaos Marines, and the Mauler Fiend. This battle is going to be concluded very, very shortly, I reckon. We are technically winning, but if they manage to destroy every unit, Chaos will have the victory. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go straight onto the Psychic phase on Chaos turn 6. Okay, before we go on to the Psychic phase, he's going to summon some Nurgle Demons. So that's more than the power level, so that is a success. And Nurgle Demons appear there. So Nurgle Demons will come on. Psychic phase, he's just calculating. What are you going to do?
Warp time.
Warp time into the Plague Marines. Warp charge 6. Here we go. That's a perils, and you don't have any command points left. That's D3 mortal wounds on your Psycho. But it does go off. Only a mortal wound. Disgustingly resilient if you're a Plague Marine, but you're not. You're just a regular heretic Astartes. So the power does go off though. So taking a slight wound to his brain, but the Plague Marines do move forward. Okay, Prescience is being cast from which Psycho? Same Psycho onto the Plague Marines. Needing warp charge 7. It goes, doesn't go off, no, roll of 4. That's a failed summoning.
Same.
Same one, yep. Okay, repeat. As it's open warp, you can do it. And that's a 10, that is a success. They get +1 to hit. Okay, warp time has been cast on the Rhino. Why not? And that is a 6, and that is a pass. So he's going to move 12 inches around the barricade. Concludes the Psychic phase. We're going on to the shooting phase for Chaos Space Marines. Black Legion, turn 6. Okay, Rhino is going to shoot at the Icarus autocannon. Storm Bolter, 1 hit and no wound because it's toughness 7, and your Havoc launcher d6 shots. 1 shot needing 4. That's a hit, strength 5, toughness 7, no wound. Yep. Okay, Plasma Gun is going to shoot supercharged into the Icarus autocannon, and the rest with the bolters are going to shoot at this squad at +1 to hit, and we're not fully within the crater, so we don't get +1 to our save. So I roll a 2+, the plasma successfully hits the target, and that is a beautiful hit at strength 8, toughness 7, 3s to wound, and that is a wound, AP -3, 6+ save. And that's a 1, so that's 2 damage with 1 wound remaining. Okay, 6 bolter shots coming in against this squad here. So we have 6 shots, 5 shots. 5 shots with the bolters for the Plague Marines, needing 2s because of prescience. 4 hits at strength 4. Only 1 wound. No AP minus, so it's a 5+ save. Nope, one of them's been brought down. Twin bolters into the command squad. So that's rapid fire, 8 shots, needing 3s. That's 6 hits, 3s to wound. But not in cover. That's 5 saves we've got to make. And we lost 4. They got 1 wound each. That's the squad obliterated. Okay, the Chaos Cultists are going to shoot and try and get rid of this screen that's protecting the commander. So I've calculated how many auto gun shots right now. So that looks like
And two auto pistols.
and 2 auto pistols as well. And right, so you need 4s to hit. Strength 3, toughness 3, 4 to wound. Only 2. 2 saves, 5+. Save 1. 1 goes down. So this squad is gone.
Stubber.
Stubber. Heavy stubber moved, 5 to hit. Heavy weapon. Nice shooting. 3s to wound. Only 1 wound. Now we're fully within the crater, so we get a +1 save, so it's 4+ when we save. Okay, the Obliterators. One of them is going to go into the Chimera, and the other 2 are going to shoot and destroy this screen of infantry that's protecting the commander. So the first one. So before we do so, we're going to calculate what the strength is. It's strength 8. Strength 8, AP minus 2. That's pretty good. And 3 damage. That 3 damage could be a killer. So, needing 3s to hit. I don't believe it. That is appalling. Alright, the other 2 Obliterators. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. This is against the infantry squad. Needing 3s. That's better. So that's 6 hits, 2s to wound. AP minus 2. So that is 5 saves of 6+. Good attempt, but they have been gone. The screen has destroyed. Okay, that's the end of the shooting phase. We're going to go straight on to the charge phase. Bikes are going to charge, and we're going to do Overwatch. So it's D6 auto hits, so it's 4 auto hits with the heavy flamer. Needing 4s. 2 saves of AP minus 1. The biker. So one of the bikers has been brought down because he's already taken a wound. And your charge distance, I'll actually do a multi-laser attack as well. 1 hit. And 3 is a wound because it's strength 6. And that is a save. And your charge distance is a 10. So you could wrap around there if you want to. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay. So you may as well do your other charge declarations. You've got no other charge declarations, so you can do your attacks now. So that's 3 hits. Chainsword. And no wounds, because toughness 7, strength 4. My attack's back. I get 1 attack back. And a 1 is a miss. So that concludes turn 6, and now we're going to go on to turn 6 for the Astra Militarum. I think the company commander is going to do the wise thing and embark inside the Chimera. Okay, I've done my movement. Commander has embarked inside the Chimera and has pulled away from combat. So the only thing that's left to shoot is this Icarus autocannon. So the next visible target, it looks like it will be the Plague Marines there. So 8 shots. 8 shots with the Icarus autocannon, needing 5s. That's a cocked die. That's 3 hits. And actually, I have to roll another dice. I've got to roll dice. Oh no, that was a 3. That was a miss. So, strength 7. That is 2 wounds on your Plague Marines at AP -1. Their toughness 5, but it still frees to wound with strength 7. So you got to roll 2 saves of 4+, followed by disgustingly resilient. So 1 disgustingly resilient save is damage 1, and that's a pass. So no damage whatsoever to the Plague Marine. Okay, it's the end of battle round 6, and turn 6 for the Astra Militarum. Okay, the golden holocron of destiny. Whether we win or lose depends on this dice roll. On a roll of a 1, 2 or a 3, the game has been concluded with an Imperial victory. If it's a 4+, we are in serious trouble and will lose this sector. I'm certain of it. It's a 3. That means it's an Imperial victory. Oh dear. With only 3 models remaining, we have the Icarus autocannon, the Chimera, and how fitting, the company commander. I reckon what would happen in the narrative is that this will pull back and tell other forces to defend this sector. So they're going to pull back. If they had lost, they wouldn't have got any intelligence and they would have taken the Manufactorum. So they hold the sector, even though it's been incredibly costly for the Astra Militarum, the Cadians. We thought we were going to lose, but the Emperor, in his guidance, has given us a victory out of all things. As you can see here, the battlefield is absolutely mayhem. We've taken a ton of casualties. The Chaos Forces did deserve to win. And I am just speechless. That is just a bit of a shocker, wasn't it? It's very anticlimactic, I think. Yeah, but that's war. That is the fog of war. That is war itself. Things never go according
Dice is lying. Rigged. It's rigged. Dice is rigged.
Dice are rigged. It's not weighted. I've double checked. It's been through the procedure.
Yeah, right.
The Emperor's checked the dice. So I reckon what would happen, the Chimera would have struggled back and told the other detachments that the Chaos Forces are invading this sector, even though the flag is still ours, and they're going to pull back, and who knows what will happen in the narrative. So that concludes the end of this battle report. Thanks very much to Matt Hood for coming down and bringing his lovely Chaos Black Legion army. Fully painted, of course. We only have fully painted models on this channel. If you've watched this video for the first time, be sure to check out more content on the channel. I encourage you to subscribe, as there will hopefully be more battle reports on the way for your viewing pleasure. So we love the narrative, we love the lore behind the 40k universe, and it's taken a few hours. I'll tell you what, it's taken a long time to play this game because we had to figure out all the narrative and that kind of thing. So we do appreciate your support by hitting the like and subscribe button. So that concludes this game, and what we're going to do now is we're going to go straight to the Planetary Empires campaign map. As you can see here, the Imperial forces, despite the desperate casualties that they have taken, the terrorist attack that has happened at the Manufactorum, have managed to hold and successfully withdraw from the front line. The
sector of the Manufactorum. So we'll send in more reinforcements, and the Manufactorum is still in check, still in play for the forces of Acadia. It is an encouraging victory, despite the fact we've taken huge casualties. In the next game, things are going to be a bit different. Both factions will have the benefits of power level when it comes to calculating how many flags they have, the strategic buildings, and that kind of thing. So could the Imperial Guard counterattack, or will they hold and defend the Manufactorum for the defense of this planet? Okay, Matt has decided not to consolidate any flags. He's happy where the flags are at the moment. We could consolidate a flag. I think we're going to hold it as we are. We're going to stay where we are in all these flags here. We'll probably next time we'll start moving flags around. But that concludes this battle report with a victory for the Astra Militarum. But the campaign is certainly not over. As you can see here, there is a ton of Chaos Forces uprisings all across Caradan, and this battle for this planet has only just begun. So be sure to check out the next episode, which will hopefully be coming soon, and that concludes the battle for the Manufactorum. Thank you for watching this video, and happy wargaming.